hi. I'm not late. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not late. Nope, you can't. It's totally 2 o'clock flat. Yeah, we're on the hour. We're pretending, right? We're pretending. Anyway, hi, hello everyone. Hello Otter, hello Scales, hello Lucan, hello Foggy, hello Shadow, hello scroll up. Hello Miriam, hello. If I did not say anybody's name, it's because I can't read. Hi Nitro. Okay, I think I got everybody. Did I miss anybody? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Sounds normal? I actually sound normal to you, Fog. Am I muted then? I don't trust. But okay. Wait, does it sound the same now? I didn't change anything. Everything's exactly the same on my end. Did you just turn it up? Just turn it up? Just really want to hear my voice that much, Shadow? I see how it is.
I've been trapped here for 1.5 years.
Thank you for the sub, and hey. I appreciate it. You're not trapped. See, you have friends that are just friendly holding you down. Captive. Totally not captive. You're fine. I'm sure you're fine. But anyway, as you can see, today we have King of the Castle. For those of you who have not played King of the Castle with me before, or at all, or don't know what it is, basically, I am a monarch, I run a kingdom, and you guys are nobles in different factions that are trying to conspire against me. Or you can work for me. It really depends. Up to you. But my goal is to win. I did say last week to make up for the fact that I was not able to stream very long times because of things like my mom's birthday. We will be having a slightly longer stream, aka I'll probably be doing 2 rounds. Unless the first round runs longer than 2 hours, then we are only doing 1 round. The first one is longer than 2 hours, we will stop. However, if the first one is less than 2 hours, even by a minute, we are doing a second round. Let me take that drink. Thank you, Frost. Also, welcome in, Frost. Is Command Knight the Pokemon shiny again? I forgot. I don't remember what it is. I can change it. I think it's... Did it work? I don't see yours. It did not work. I can force it. I think it's !color space shiny or something. Hello Red Nose, welcome in. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm a little like hyped up because I just ate a piece of cake and that's why I was totally not late to stream. But anyway, okay. We're gonna go over to the game. We're gonna get that set up and then we will keep talking there because I want everyone to get a chance to choose a faction if they own the game. So yeah, let me drag OBS over here and then I will go to gaming. And then here we have King of the Castle. Hopefully, can you guys hear the game okay? You should be able to hear it. Let me know if it needs to be louder, a little lower. Show off the model? Oh, I messed, 1 second. I forgot to do stuff. Yeah, I'll show off the model because I forgot to turn it off. Let me turn it off first really quick. That needs to be turned off. What else needs to be turned off? Those can stay. That needs to be turned off. That needs to be turned off. Turned. You know what? I'm gonna keep that one on because I find it would be funny if someone actually did it. For the sake of this, I'm gonna turn those off and Okay. I think I got them all. I think that's everything I need to turn off. All right. Let's show off the model really quick. Actually, we're gonna make the dynasty first. We're gonna go through. We're going to let you guys join in while that's going on. Hello, Brandon. Welcome in. What do you want the dynasty? I know we've had the backyard, we've had the closet, we've had the garage, we've had a lot of things. We need a new room or something. I think we've had the shed. I think the shed was the last one. So, we've already had the shed. We've already had the attic. We need something special. We definitely already had the basement. We need something special. We've had the kitchen. The kennel. The stairs. Okay, kennel, stairs, and well. We're gonna vote between those 3. Vote, or not vote, / poll. What name? The kennel. The stairs or the what was the other one? I already forgot. Is kennel, stairs, and what? Oh, you could probably type faster, but I'm already like halfway done. The well. Okay, start poll. You have 2 minutes. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? You can have one of those 3. That's what we're gonna name it. Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty split, guys. We need to go through. So far, the stairs is in the lead. However, the kennel is very close behind. I'd be very scared if we're trying to run a kingdom called the kennel, because, you know, I don't want to make the joke that you're all a bunch of animals. Although that's basically what nobles are, so you know. Looks like the stairs are going. No longer trust. I don't. You always add random options, Foggy. No wonder I don't trust your polls, okay? But yeah, let's, looks like the stairs is in the lead. I mean, it could always change at the last second. The stores, yeah. There we go. Almost there. Alright, halfway through the poll. Let me, because the poll is still running, we need to do the everything thing. Frost, if you're still here, do you want the entire model, or do you just want certain aspects? Which do you want? Which do you want? What part? What part are we going with? Utility room with a downstairs bathroom. It's so specific, Scales. But you know, if I can remember, we'll keep it noted. We haven't, I don't think we've played since what? November? Shadow Nose? Favorite part of your mom? Oh, you just want the eyes. I can just show off the eyes. We can do the eyes. The eyes work. The eyes work. But I think you specifically want these eyes, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, these are the eyes that you want. So does— oh, god damn it! So are these the eyes you want? Are these— is this what you were hoping for? Well, you've seen it. You've seen it. And now that you've seen it, I'm going in the corner. You didn't pay for that color, so we're turning it off. And yeah, there you go. Were your points worth it? You guys conspired against me. Anyway, we have the stairs. We have the stairs. Let me move chat so I can read it a little better. Screenshots. Did you need that many? I'm sure they were all practically the same, right? Right? Alright, but begin. Play on Twitch, select continue. Which— I know you guys want purple. You're only getting purple once, just so you know. The second one, you're not getting purple. What other colors? I'll go with the first 2 that I see. What other colors would you guys like? Red, blue, yellow, or green? King the Castle is the same gender options Tomodachi Life live in the dream for the Nintendo Switch systems. You know, it's a fair comparison. Scales, yeah, I know you're more hyped for the game than I am, but I am very excited. I am very excited for Tomodachi Life. I'm just hoping that you're able to have more than one save file on one account, but if you can't, I have 2 accounts on my Switch, and I guess that works. But I want one for stream purposes, and then I want one for, like, personal, like, I want a Cookie Island. I'm sorry. I want to see what it gets up to. But I also know that stream does not want that, so I will have one just for stream and one just for that. Red and yellow, blue and red. Blue and red were the first 2, actually. Yeah. Blue and red. Blue and red were the first 2. Okay. Okay. Blue, red, purple. Okay. We'll go with yellow, green on the next one, and then either one of blue or red. Okay. If you guys would like to join, type !join, and then the genders that you would like the game to use. And, yeah, if you own the game, you can do !join space, the, place that you want to be put into. But if you do not have the game, then you cannot choose which region. But either way, join in, or you will not get to choose if you have the game. Alright. Hey, Scales isn't going with the pack! Okay, we actually have even numbers. The extension, though, adds the challenge. Extension? Extension? Does the game have a extension to it? Does it? Oh, the Twitch integrate. Oh! Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Let me get the integration set up. Extensions. My extensions. King of the Castle, activate, set as overlay 1. There you go. You have it. Someone will need to remind me to remove it, because I'm sure I won't remember before tomorrow. Okay, I remember. Okay. Okay. Is anybody else interested in joining? Anyone at all? You can still join once the game starts, however, you will not be able to choose where you get put into. You also probably won't know unless you look at the extension. But I think this might be everyone. Possibly. Since it was late to being added, it won't load for most of us until later. Oh. Resetting the page will work, right? Why was that auto-modded? Okay, apparently hold your peace is a bad term in terms of, yeah, huh. Interesting. Clips for others, you also downloaded it. You know, fair. It's fair. It's fair. No, I don't know why. No pieces? Yeah, apparently you're not allowed to rest in pieces here. But, okay. Okay. I think this is everybody. Thank you for joining. You'll have 3 seconds to join. If not, I mean, you can join later, but whatever. 5, not 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, again, I'll skip over the starter stuff. I'll briefly say everything, but I'm not gonna, like, go super in-depth. Council introduction. Now that you're queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. The nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course the bleak marsh. To meet with the north, hi Scales, you're very bald. But yeah, I trust you won't kill me. Lucan, you're purple, and that also scares me. And finally to wed peoples, hi Shadow. You'll whip the kingdom into shape? I sure hope not. Alright, there is everybody. Hello, Daya. Welcome in, Daya. Path to victory. Alright, I might regret doing this first. But I also might not. So, I know that I have won before going off of, trade. I think it was trade. But I don't want to do trade. So, what we're gonna do... Maybe it was trade and faith. I know I've won off a few things. I do not think I have won off of farming or stability. I want one of those two. Even though I really should go for war because of how much military we have, but I also don't trust it. I also don't trust them to keep the peace. No, screw it. Farming, okay. Farming has always screwed me. You guys really know how to go into a famine, and I don't like that, so we're just going to military. Violence? Violence! Let's commit war! Let's not finish that sentence. Let's commit war. Yeah, let's go to war. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't own the game, then you cannot pick where you are. Also, now that the game started, I don't think you can pick where you are. I could be wrong with that, though. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. I want to be given the orders now, but you guys have to vote. So let's see what happens. The military one isn't here? Which one is the least of everything? Gonna veto that. And have fun! Would you guys like to host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine? Would you like to proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the ninth god? Or would you like the nobles to put on a lavish banquet? Oh god, why are you guys voting for- Why are you guys voting for religion? Wait, the barbarians are religious? Since when are the barbarians- barons? Since when are the red people religious? Since- okay. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Apparently only Scales wants to spend my money, so fine. Can't see this possibly going wrong. Oh yeah, let's check the noble list. Hi, Joven! I mean, oh no, we're perfectly fine. Let me check the noble list. Oh, it's 2 and 2. Okay, 2, 2, 2. We're still good. Faith is raised everywhere. In the hallowed halls of St. Bernard's Cathedral, the Archbishop places a crown upon your head before launching into a serum. And that is why Siviel, the Queen, is ordained by the divine right, chosen by the ninth god, and elevated above all. If the assembled nobles were plotting against you, perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them a second thought. Probably not. Wow. You don't have any faith in your religion, do you, Archbishop? And that is the end of the season. Time for the fun part. Kaja of Foggy's dynasty, infamous former hermit. Wow, that fits Foggy to a T. Leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East has had its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Siviel wears the crown. Counts, what would you like to do? You can either do A, subterfuge, where your goal is to lower stability, B, a blood ritual, where your goal is to have the highest farming, or C, ascension, where your goal is to lower your own faith. Really hope you don't want to get that. Extension's broken for you even after refresh? Ooh. Is anyone else having extension issues? I really hope not. Okay, you guys chose the easiest one. Continue. Remain broken for a while. Hopefully it fixes. It hopefully fixes. Hopefully it's not just broken. It might not be my fault. It shouldn't be my fault. I want to believe it's not my fault. Yeah, hopefully. But that just means this game will be fast, right? The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate the other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure that the East can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. Okay, so make them starve, I see. Scold Nitro 79 clan, notorious northern orator, stands precariously on a loghouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not the imposter Queen Siviel. How should I make that happen? Chiefs, what would you like to do? You can either A, go for sorcery, where your goal is to raise authority, B, doppelganger, where your goal is to lower your own defiance, or C, Ragnarok, where your goal is to raise your own military. Guys, I think you should go for Ragnarok. Just not even about the military. I feel like that would be cool and funny. And I feel like that's the most entertaining of all of them. Don't you agree? Could you imagine? I don't think I've ever seen the Ragnarok one actually finish. Alright, going off the scales vote. Going for Ragnarok. The Chiefs plan to make an alliance with the Ice Giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the Giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Wow. And finally, the Barons. Vermis of the Miriam bloodline, sinister Marcher Hunter, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. And I apologize if you can hear my dog barking in the background. I don't know what has him so riled up. When the Barons of the March back down from a fright, never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright. Barons, what would you like to do? You can either A, go for intimidation, your goal is to raise stability, B, uprising, where your goal is to raise the treasury, or C, modernization, where your goal is to lower others' military. Modernization. Intimidation, fair. A seems nice. Why do you guys want to be intimidating? The Barons plan to hold the Queen hostage in her own palace. First, they must lull the Spy Master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. And yeah, that's that. I will... take that. And we'll keep going. Low on lumber, the honor guard, or a thief. Let's stick with low on lumber. Never seen you before. Your Majesty, will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Chief, that the forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and it said the contract has no exclusions for hunting. Your Majesty, the Counts cannot be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Huh. Well, that's a rough start. I'm going to... God, what's even a good... The extension's updated? Okay, I'm glad the extension's working. I'm glad it's working. Hopefully it stays working. What would even... Guys, you want to go gambling? You want to go gambling? If you don't want to go gambling, I want to go gambling. Wait, that's not the one. Let's go gambling. Guys, let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. I think we should go gambling. You guys want to go gambling? We can go gambling. Gambling's fun. Because, you know, we could just make no one go near it. We can take everyone's trees. No one gets the trees. They're my trees. Or someone's trees. We could just go gambling. But anyway, you have the choice. Either you can make the chiefs honor their contract, you can let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds, you can turn the forest into a joint northern eastern hunting reserve, or you can fence off the area to make sure no one goes near it. Which would you like to do? Alright. Fence off the area. Thank you, guys. Oh, it exceeded! But my lumber! I paid for it. I don't know why he turned into Mickey, but he did. Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good. When it's clear the council won't reconsider its position, Chief Nitro slinks back to the north. The haunted forest falls back into obscurity and legend. Too slow? Hey, it would have tied and I would have gotten to pick and it would have been fine, right? Your Highness, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Chief Scales shook my hand in a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. Scales, how could you? Gods be good, nonsense. Rummage through your drawers and I'm sure you'll find the thing. My liege, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Scales' ancestors hexed my family with the curse of Morgana, turning every second daughter's hair bright blue. That's because his ancestor poisoned our well and killed half of our household. You know, I think the blue hair's a lot more normal than that. Enough. I know Scales stole my priceless ring, and it brings the march great luck and bounty, and my dear niece is to wear it when she marries. What would you guys... Why is my... I do apologize if my dog is showing up. Those daughter's phone numbers? Okay, God. This is not the cat. The cat didn't curse the frickin'... I don't think the cat from Persona can turn people's hair blue. I could be wrong, but you know. Anyway, vote is not up yet. You can either A, send the Chancellor to the north to investigate. You can arrest Scales immediately. Why does Scales want to be arrested? Or leave the squabbling nobles to deal with the situations themselves. I will say... we're going to veto that, and well, you guys can choose between these two. You can either arrest Scales or you can leave the nobles to squabble with themselves. Which lowers farming. Up to you, up to you. Does anyone want to be a tiebreaker? Do we have a tiebreaker? I can be the tiebreaker. I know what I want to do. Wait, how many turns is this? 4 seasons. Huh. Did you vote B? Well, you know, Scales really wants... Scales really wants to go to jail. And you know... Who am I to refuse? I am one to refuse, so we're not gonna do that. For us to prove your innocence? Nah, we'll let the squabbles go. We'll let the squabbles go. I think that's fine. By the Starflare, that's not nothing but baseless superstition. Even so, Baron Shadow Sheep come down with a dreadful disease right afterwards. Tensions rise between the two families and the fights breaking out between the households whenever they visit the capital. Fun. Evil, hey, I didn't want to arrest an innocent person, right? I am totally a non-biased person. One evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork when a filth and get out of my room. Get out of my room. I don't care! Get out of my room! No. Despite you, hey. Tie a bunch of birds to a knight. I reckon you could find a field with some aerial troops and totally dominate the field. You know what? This is probably the least offensive thing you have ever asked me for, peasant. This is the least offensive thing you have ever asked me for. After the horse wheels, I don't trust you. I don't even remember what you asked for last time, but it wasn't good. So I do not trust you. Jovi, welcome in and thank you for the drink. I don't think anything that comes of this man is good, okay? Let him talk. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into your bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, sorry I didn't come sooner. Do you have any idea where the palace watch are? You want me to kill this intruder? Don't kill him. Can I at least kick him out? Listen to it. Let us vote. I don't trust you guys. Right now, I'm only honoring this because birds have wings and I like things with wings, okay? That is the only reason I am honoring this. The only reason. Vote. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. She goes and gathers up the council who trickle into the halls in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They do not look particularly pleased to have been woken up. It all lowers military. It all lowers military. Guys, can we at least give this to the purple people? The purple people like fictional things, and like this is fictional. We want to give this to the fictionals, right? We're gonna give this to the East, right? We're gonna give this to the East. Nerf the blue? No, we're giving this, right? Give this to the purple people. Most of the purple people wanted it, okay? The purple people want to fly. Let the purple people fly. Let the purple people fly. That is all I ask of you. Let the purple people fly. Red wanted it more? Red did not want it more. Lord of Mars, welcome in, and thank you for the raid. God, I was not expecting a raid, but welcome in. If you need a raid run, that is perfectly fine. I hope your stream went well. Hopefully you actually won your King of the Castle game, because I see you were playing it as well. But, guys, we're supposed to let the purple people let the flying birds, okay? You just lost? Oh no. Was it at least close? Did you at least get close? I think I've already lost right here because we're about to send poor people to their death. But, hi. Would I like a haircut? I don't want to look like you're noble at the moment. I think we can keep our hair for a second, right? But anyway, yes, Raiders, I am a Dragon Angel VTuber. Sorry I'm all over the place right now. I am a variety streamer, although I really enjoy King of the Castle, and we haven't played it in a while, and damn, I lost my hair. But don't mind that, because I have a head dent. But, you know, yeah, okay. I'm not winning this vote. So, we're gonna continue. Gonna go with B. Have authority. And we're fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Okay, under the peasant's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to a northern warrior. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in a flurry of mad pecking and pooping. The peasant insists you merely use the wrong type of bird. Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostriches, and little grebes before hundreds of northern troops quit in disgust. Nice. Needless to say, the whole thing has been an embarrassing failure. What do you guys need? It doesn't even affect their military rank! Like, they still meet their check. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you actually need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. I'm not going with purple. A good stream? No worries, and thank you for the raid! Get good rest, or food, or whatever you need to do. And again, thank you for coming in. Okay. What we're gonna do is I'm not even gonna talk to I don't want to talk to anybody. I have my decision. purely because I'm looking at this, I'm going with the Barons of the March because their defiance needs to lower. So we're going with the March, and then we're all even, and then it's fine. The poets never fail to defend you like the other two. The poets were supposed to have pooping birds, and you did not let the pooping birds go to the poets, so I don't want the poets. I didn't want pooping birds either, really. But, you know, that's the end of the day, end the season, next season, you get to vote. What would you guys like to vote on? Chiefs, you can raise your military. I feel like that's a good something. And here you go, start the auction. You can either vote to raise trade in the Baron, you can vote to raise stability, you can vote to raise faith in the Chiefs area, you can vote to raise military in the Chiefs area, you can vote to raise farming in the Counts, or you can vote to lower faith in the Counts. Keep the military balanced? Doesn't look very balanced to me. But voting is money is active. Money is moneying. Money has money. Money happens. Money happens. Funding E for 800? You don't even have that much. Why do you want to raise farming so badly? Oh wait, you need to raise, never mind. I'm like, why are you trying to raise farming? But I see you. I see you. That makes sense. Alright, 11 seconds remain. You're dumb? I'm not dumb. I'm just blind, apparently. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn, Lucan's money got sniped out of existence, I think. Shadows. Wait, didn't Shadow spend the same amount? How does that work? Anyway, military raises by 1 thanks to Scale's contribution and Nitro's contribution. I believe it's, yeah, Nitro as well. And Shadow has single-handedly made Lucan lose money for no reason, and yeah. You guys raised stability. So, perfect. We didn't lose too much with the pooping birds. Spawn of heresy, a noble kidnapped, and finding a spouse. Let's go with the heresy one. Your Majesty, I'm stunned, outraged, and incensed. Incensed, sure. I've been summoned by a trial by the Inquisition on some nonsense fabricated charge. They're saying a group of church mercenaries went missing near my lands. The weather's cold around here. Anything could have happened to them. No one dares defend me on their own. They're too scared of the High Inquisitor. The trial is set, but the Council must intervene, Your Majesty. Though she remains silent, the Council is keenly aware of the High Inquisitor's steely gaze from across the chamber. That's a lot of gambling. How do you guys feel about pure old good chance? How do you guys feel? Like, these ones rely on something. How do you guys feel about a straight gamble? I say we have a straight gamble. I feel like that's what we need. But you guys can choose. You can either search for a witness to defend the Chief Scales, you can help the Inquisition gather evidence against Scales, or you can just have him pray, which is a pure 50-50 chance. I feel like this is true gambling at its finest. But you know, it's fine. Need faith, more faith. You do not need more faith. We need more gambling. That's what we need. And you know what? Everyone voted with their teammate, and I thank you for that. We're going with the pure gambling. Oh. Oh. During the trial, Scales crumbles and confesses to being responsible for the death of the Visionaries. Their bodies are found hidden in his cellars. Oh. Faith can't go any lower, by the way. Unsmiling, the High Inquisitor gives an order. By the end of the day, Scales is put to death. Mega Corporal, welcome in, welcome in. Which team you got put on? The Chiefs. I can read. Alright, noble kidnapping. Your Majesty, the loyal noble chief Mega Corporal has been taken hostage. That did not take long. Aren't you so glad you joined? What would kidnappers want with them? It's some crime organization. These horrid miscreants demand gold and safe passage to Ajmidi in exchange for Mega Corporal's return. Okay, guys, you see what we need, right? You see what we need, right? You see what would be really nice? You see? We're not doing C. We are not doing C. I don't think you're gonna do it. But we have gambling. And good gambling odds. We have good gambling odds. I doubt that you guys are going to actually do it. But we have good gambling odds. Right? We could win this. We could win this. I believe in you guys to make the right decision here. I believe. I don't know if I believe well, but I do believe. I don't know who holds the end vote here. I know we have 7 voters. 2, 1. Can I force it? I love being able to cheese this. I love being able to cheese this. Go, military, go! I swear if this loses. Okay. The Outlaws are no match for the Norse forces, which rush into Megacorporal's aid. During the raid, the Northern fighters recover a hoard of gold and gems and shared between the treasury and the chiefs. See, people got money. We got it, guys! We got it, guys! We did something. I'm surprised a 6 was high enough for that, if I'm being honest. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid the advisors, the nobles, and even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? I don't want to get married. Oh, well, fine. If I cannot choose, just give me a man, please. Excellent. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. And that's the end of the season. Taxing, I'm not... In theory, I should tax the purple people, but everyone's even right now, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna do normal, and we're gonna go. Okay. Silver discovered, rubbles at the university, or eligible options. Let's save eligible options for last. What's going on over here? Excellent news from the east, your majesty. Prospectors have discovered deposits of silver in my land. Mining will begin. Wait. Baroness Miriam waves the ancient parchment. The silver belongs to me. The deposit is on our side of the border. The scroll proves it. This could be nasty, your majesty. The border between the east and the march has always been highly contested. Okay. We are gonna vote for C. You guys have your choice. I'm voting C. I want C. Both regions must share it. I feel like that's the best outcome here for everybody. Everybody gets money, but you also have the the right to say the East owns the silver, that they claimed it first, anything else. But yeah. All right, everyone voted. C it is. I should have done the other one, but oh well. Count Foggy and Baroness Miriam exchange wary glances. They shake hands, their smiles are very tight. Easiest way to do that. Everyone gets money. Rebellion builds faster. It will be fine. Your Majesty, we've been hearing, disturbing rumbles from the university. They've been eating partridge again. Your Majesty, the scholars give Quail too much leeway. Your Majesty, too much food, maybe? You're simply going to ignore their mutterings, Your Majesty? The rumor is they're examining the rules of succession, the very rules that put you on the throne. Who knows what conclusions they may come to? Oh. Yeah, no. Screw the scholar. I don't know which one. I don't remember. There's no money. I don't, I know they're not harmless. I know they're not harmless. Well, screw the scholar. You guys can vote. I believe in you. Just choose whatever you want. Of course. Of course. Of course. Okay, well, Killed her last time? Yeah, I don't really want to die that way again. We've already seen that ending, guys. I'm doing fine this round. Stability's a little bad. Defiance is a little bad, but we're doing fine. Everything's fine. we're winning checks left and right. Voted veto. I don't trust summoning the scholar. Is anyone else? Anyone else? There's I think there's someone else. Yeah, let them work. Whatever. Keep going. Eligible options. Yes, I know. I don't even get to meet them. Who cares? It's no time for sentiment. You just need a match with the fits your station. Blah, 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 blah. Whisk away for cloth in the first potion. Potion, yeah. This is Oddfin, firstborn son of the Northern Mega Corporal Generation clan. I can read. He's been melancholy sorts ever since he was a child, but otherwise he's decent enough company. Heard he spends most of his time playing cards and making wagers with friends on hangovers. And he's popular with the common folk up north too. Does not sound bad. Does not sound bad. Next. This is Ricimer, the eldest son of the Eastern Foggy Dynasty. Forgive the snooty expression, I'm sure it's caused by errant brushstroke. He has a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of the time there. Yeah, no. I don't see it. And finally we have March's offering Leopold Skyon? I don't know what that means. Of the prestigious Shadow bloodline, the Barons are all a little scared of him, though I can't figure out why. Like the Barons, his passion is hunting, and no beast is safe from his crossbow. He's also said to be obsessed with carving a place for himself in history. So I'm really I don't know. The Chiefs one sounds the best to me, but that's also not gonna help like Defiance or anything. Best name, you support blue in this one. Realistically I should not. The Barons could also defend the kingdom. You guys could both defend the kingdom here, right? All Defiance will be lowered? No, it's gonna raise one, won't it? Fine, we'll made my decision. Yeah, no, it raises everything else. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It raises and lowers. No, so realistically, I need to go with the Barons or the Counts. I want to go with the Chiefs, but I feel like our relationship's not going to bloom. Just because I never have luck with the ones that actually sound interesting. We're going to go with the Barons. Yeah, we'll do that. Like, Oddfin sounded cool, okay? But I have to think, you know, as a person. Nobles otherwise negative 200. Yeah, no one cares about the treasury. Stability. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option. I don't know. I don't know if call for you. Reverse voting's fun. I think we're gonna stick straight though, and we're going to adopt, and we're gonna remove that one. We're gonna end the year. Chiefs will remember that. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. A treasure hoard, no silver, royal wedding. No silver. Boring option? Shush. Count Foggy and the Baroness Miriam arrive at the council chamber side by side. This is the third week in a row with no silver. Why are the miners spending all of their time playing this rockball sport anyway? Blood and Stars, it was your miners who invented rockball. I can't help that the Eastern workers are competitive. It's a disaster. Even the miners who haven't broken their arms aren't getting anything done. It's a lot of money. Is it treasury or is it treasury? It's a stability and trade. Okay, what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna veto, and we're gonna go gambling. I don't care what you gamble with, we're gonna go gambling. Guys, it's a gambling sort of stream. Gambling sort of stream. Are they doing it at the mine? Hey, I don't want to know what rockball is, but they're just having fun. You're really gonna ban their fun? Fine. We'll ban their fun. You issue a stern proclamation reminding both parties that rocks are a form of mining, not for sport. There's a strong hint that heads will roll if you don't get back to work and provide some silver. Causes riots! and the once friendly rockball competitions become deadly brawls. In the end, both the counts and barons withdraw from the mine altogether. Oh. Well, Sky, welcome in. Let's see, you were on the barons. Okay, we need to do this royal wedding. Blah, 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 blah. Give me stuff. Thank you. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. After the feast, there's a dance. Your new husband, Leopold, only dances with obvious reluctance. By the time you find yourself alone with Leopold, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Neither of us asked for this, union, but I assure you it can blossom into something of mutual benefit. Agreed. Excellent. I hope that this alliance proves to be more fruitful indeed. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time, but for now your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. Sounds fine to me. Perfect. Counts are willing to brave all to prove a point. The counts... just no. Your Majesty, I've received a letter from Baron Sky that there's trouble brewing. They can't handle themselves? It's serious. An insurrection. It's all started with the peasants got hungry. They surrounded Baron Sky's fortress and are demanding they give up their riches. Do they have riches? According to the peasants, their great-great-great-grandfather was a collector of antiques. They asked the council to send aid. Okay, we're going... What do we do? What do we do? I want to go gambling. I want to go gambling. B is not good. Why is B good? What makes B good? I personally want to go gambling. But if you guys really don't want to go gambling, then fine. We will not go gambling. You guys really don't want to go gambling. That's fine. On C, which is funny. Let's not lose money. Let's just make Sky cough up money. And there we go. The peasants are delighted that their newfound prosperity, Baron Sky no less. Baron Sky no less so. When they next return to the council, they send a pitch dark glare in your direction. Hey, it's not my fault. And that is the end of the day and the season. Late last night, two counts meet up in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the queen. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom, yes, and I've had peasants all over the north moving into my lands desperate to sponge off our prosperity. How delightful, but won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must flow across the kingdom and awake chaos. For the next stage of the scheme, the counts must lower its stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Okay. Far to the north where the snow blankets and landscapes of wolves howl, blah blah blah, the Chias plot to bring about the end of the world, Ragnarok. Morgana has blessed us, the ice giants, have agreed to parley. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. Aye, the ice giants are a formidable ally, tall as buildings and limbs like tree trunks. And those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. But first, we must offer something the giants desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. The next stage of schemes, they must raise other regions' trade to a combined 12 or more in 2 seasons. Good luck. Yeah. I thought the second stage was. I thought that was the third stage. Sorry, Red. Uh-oh. Bad news, my friend. The Spy Master is still watching us like a mother bear watching her cubs. Blah, 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 blah. Give me a crossbow and I'll shoot the damn bear. Sticks its head up on my wall. Yeah, you guys, you're not ready. We know you're not ready. You need stability 5 or higher. Frost, thank you for the drink. Let me take that really quick. Sip, sip, thank you. And end the season. Alright. Back from the hunt, rogue golem, a growing crowd. What's this one? Your Majesty, something is definitely happening at the university. People en masse outside of the old library. Send the soldiers. The courtyards are cleared and the people rounded up, and a few scholars are arrested for good measure. Now, Your Majesty, what about the university itself? Your laws are too precious to leave to scholars or people, surely. Gonna veto. We're gonna die. But have fun! Have fun! Yeah, I know it doesn't help. I know it doesn't help, but I don't want the instant loss. Okay? I don't want the instant loss. So if we can avoid the instant loss, if we can not lower stability anymore, and we can do anything else, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Alright, and only Scales wants to go for arson. Okay. Okay. Just a bald cap? I see. Fashion statement. Alright, arrest the scholars. It's likely looking... A likely looking egghead is found and dragged out to the dungeons. His moans and pleas for ink on paper can be heard well into the night. Thankfully, things around the university do settle down. Okay, Rogue Golem is willing to not screw y'all by overlowering. Yeah, I'm glad. What's a golem? A machine in the shape of man, usually sculpted from clay or stone. The Ajmides use these to drudge work for warfare. Why did it cross here? It was instructed to dig a trench, but evidently not told when to stop. It had dug a 16-mile furrow through the landscape and over the border by the time we stopped it. Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how the golem magic works. We could even turn it against the Ajmidi. Your Majesty, the barons would drown their own grandmothers to gain knowledge over Ajmidi or other chiefs and counts. The golems are an offense to the ninth god, and they are dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Who cares what the church thinks? It does raise stability, but it also raises, like, everything else. You guys can choose. I don't care what you choose, but have fun. Have fun. Guys, you don't need faith. Why do you guys want faith? What? Why? Why do you want faith? In what world does faith help you? Faith is not good here. Doesn't matter though. Let's die. I don't even know. I'm trying to think what's better. Because now I have the choice and it's not easy. All faith. Okay, so this raises stability. And, we do need to raise stability, but I also don't want to raise defiance. Go gambling? Don't need to tell me twice! The secrets of the golem have been a mystery for too long, we'll put it best. God damn it. Okay, well... Ah, crap. Yeah, just... It was for Red. I know it was to help Red. I know it was to help Red. I just wanted to go gambling. Hi. Brought back from her latest hunt a trophy. Leopold hands and heads a great haul. Blah blah blah. Pulls the sheet. Blah 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 blah. The taxidermied figure with a great brown bear was revealed. I don't care about authority. I have too much authority. Fine gift. I don't... I'm assuming that's lower defiance, or... Definitely don't want to do that. Start a rebellion? Let's not start a rebellion. I just want to go gambling. Increase trade. I wanna increase stability, but increase authority. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. New nobles give it a nervous glance every time they enter the room. Yeah, sure, fine. Okay, end season. Start the auction. What do you guys want to do? I beg of you, be kind. Okay, start the auction. You guys can either vote to raise trade in the barons, you can vote to raise stability, you can vote to raise authority, you can also vote to lower authority, you can vote to raise faith, you know, you guys really want your faith, or you can vote to lower stability. I trust that you guys will be kind and not vote for one of the things that is very clearly really bad. God damn it. Okay. We could cancel it out maybe. Because guys, if we lose stability, that's a no-no. That's a no-no good. No-no good. No good. What are you doing? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Red is doing. I don't know what their plan is, but it's not a good one. You don't care anymore? I just wanted to gamble. I didn't mean to piss anyone off. I just wanted to gamble. Guys, gambling is what I do best. Or poorly in some ways that you can put it, but I just wanted to gamble. Okay. What do we have? Lowered stability. Raised trade. About your heir. God, that's... Yeah, hi. And it's high time you thought about an heir. Well, it's steady. We're steady. So, very happy. Perfect. I don't care. We'll have a child. Perfect. Fine. Move on. This doesn't sound good. Your Highness, it's an urgent matter. The Counts, they're doing something terrible, something evil. You've noticed how chaotic their kingdom has been lately? My agents suspect the Counts are using unrest and bloodshed power to some kind of ritual. Blah, 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 blah. Please, I beg of you, okay? Okay. We're going, right? We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. We don't all want to lose the game correctly. If you do not do this, right? If we do not raise the stability, then the problem is we could very easily lose this and everybody loses, okay? It's a loss for everybody and a win for nobody. We all want to do this. If you want, I will give you the rebellion. Purple peoples, you can have the rebellion. I do not care. Take your rebellion. But we're going for this. We want the stability up. We need stability beyond anything else. Have your rebellion. Have your rebellion. I do not care. We need stability. Okay? Okay. At this point, I don't care. Just someone vote for something. Just one more vote is all we need. One vote in something. And maybe, possibly. We're not getting something, are we? Fine. You know what? Taking my stability. I don't care what come what may. You guys can't do anything anyway. We have our stability. We have an imprisoned scholar. It's probably gonna really hurt. The scholar you have arrested, Your Highness, has been teaching the officers guarding his cell about economic sciences, and now they're negotiating for better pay. I don't care. Pay them more. As you wish, my liege, there are quite a lot of them. Your officers are extremely pleased with their pay raise and congratulate themselves on their newfound negotiation skills. The scholar turns his attention to teaching them about politics. This will probably come to bite me in the butt, but I don't care. Moving on another day. End the season. A pair of counts face each other in silence. The code word is exchanged. They speak in their latest schemes. Who cares? Scoot, scoot, scoot. You want to summon a demon? Which honored guest should you invite? Neither go for the Lord of Dismay, the seventh god Smile, where your goal is to lower your faith, or your goal is to raise your trade. Which do you want? Both kind of sound cool. You skip our things? I was skipping everything. You want to raise your trade. Okay. Which demon should you go with? Belfamir with pestilence and starvation in the land. She is perfect for our plans. When she arrives, the crown will be ours for the taking. Her summoning ritual requires rare regnants, reagents, something from across the Selath. The petals of the Serakanis orchid and the eye of an who cares, something salamander. Indeed, we will stockpile our resources for the intimidating rite. For it's time. Initiating the right, I can speak. There's no time to waste. In the final stage of the scheme, the counts must raise their trade to 7. That's it. That's it! Back in the north, Chief Scales is hosting yet another feast for his clan. Not everyone is in the mood for celebrating, however. No developments, I'm afraid. The giants aren't willing to commit. Not yet. What's the problem? They leave the brains in the ice caves again, or are they too scared to take on the measly queen? Hey, not enough plunder. We must make the other regions bigger, juicier targets. The chief's aim is to raise the others region to a combined total of 12. No, really, it's not. Why is it so easy? Okay. Okay. You know what the plan here is? We don't need money. Money is not an object. I don't want to give them money because they could easily do things with that money. Yeah. I also don't... You know what? Rebellion would be better. Rebellion would be better because... No. Schemes... Perfect. Panic in the council, a contentious scale, refugee crisis. What's in the refugee crisis? The march is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Majesty, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the east. And they're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They've turned to begging. The streets of the eastern cities are now crowded with marcher vagrants. I'm sorry that we're suffering and our people are clogging up the precious eastern streets, but they need help, not judgment. But will the council give it? Alright, I say we go for A, right? I say we go for A just because we don't lose on stability. And I lose money, and Defiance does like a shoopy shoop, and Purple gets their rebellion. I say that's what we do. Does it matter to Purple at this point? I say we do A. I say A. Personally, I believe A. Personally. But, you know, I say A. That's all I say. I say. And you guys want to gamble. You know, I can't argue with the gambling. I see. I see where this is going. I do like gambling. Gambling has really not helped me here. Hey, stability went up! Haha. You travel to Rugward, a big city in the east, and spend the afternoon handing out loaves to the marcher refugees. Unfortunately, as the starving people crowd around you, their hands outstretched, you are very vulnerable. Begin tearing at your robes, wailing and pleading. Bread! Give us more bread! Where are you hiding it? Get behind me, my liege. I'll protect you from this ramble. Unfortunately, your honor guard provides little too eager to protect themselves, and they waddle into the peasants, or they wade into the peasants, swinging their weapons cheerfully, resulting in slaughter that will give you nightmares for life. Huh. How's the stream going? Is it alright if I call you Ferret? Or just let me know how you'd like me to say your name, but stream's going good. I'm losing badly to chat against chat, but that's okay, but we're going good. But welcome in. In the resulting uproar, you're forced to sack your honor guard with immediate effect. I have no honor guard. Contentious scale. Your Highness, this is an outrage. Count Foggy is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Oh god, can I have a menagerie? It's not their bear. I was about to buy a beast in an adventure from the Tattered Lands when Chief Megacorporal turned up shouting something about Skullernon. Tell me about the bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She's a great addition to my menagerie. And who's Skullernon? The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears a mark upon her brow, clear as day. Mark my words, this bear is not brought to the north where she belongs. There will be trouble. I say we do not give it to Foggy. We let them have their defiance if they want it, right? We let them have it. Do I get to choose your Pokemon? Yes, you can. Exclamation mark avatar space Pokemon that you want. It's like space the name of the Pokemon. There's a lot that are not in it, but if you just keep naming and you go with more common ones, it's sure to be in there. But yeah, exclamation mark avatar space and then the Pokemon's name, and that's how you change your avatar. Yeah. Bidding war and Foggy could get the bear. You know what? That depends. The bidding war, they do what they want. Yeah, for shiny, just do exclamation mark avatar space Umbreon. Shiny's a different command that I think Lucan will have to tell you because I don't remember what it is. I think it's exclamation mark color space shiny, if I'm not mistaken. But Umbreon is most definitely there if you want Umbreon. All right, 3, 2, 1. Bidding war it is. In a furious back and forth, the nobles battle it out for ownership of the bear. Eventually, Chief Mega Corporal wins out. The Tattered Lands are in the Tattered Lands adventurer is delighted and goes away with more money than she knows what to do with. Naturally, the counts aren't too happy that they lost their bear and potential zoo exhibit. There's little they can do. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intense green eyes, and she's vast. Even on all fours, she stands taller than the wagon. She's transported north slowly and carefully and sedated with special herbs and followed by a stream of worshipping villagers. Chief Mega Corporal is delighted that Skurinon's will has come done. What come home comes whatever. Panic at the council. On the bear, too bad. You don't get the bear. Your Grace, I bring bad news from the east. We are receiving reports. I'm sure the news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the march to demand the Queen's attention at once. Wait your turn, you ignorant dolt. Why don't you settle this quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the north that is urgent. You're all giving me a headache. The eastern courts are corrupt, Your Grace. Judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for not the slightest bit of coin. Is that all? By my honor, the order of the march has been broken down, Your Majesty. Some battalions are killed their own officers and begun revolving the wilderness? Whatever. They're becoming bandits. And my news is worse still. The North is increasingly lawless, Your Greatness. Some chiefs have taken advantage, declaring themselves independent of your rule. What do you suggest? Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle all these problems at once. We must vote on which one to prioritize. Okay. Everything raises stability. That is fine. We're gonna say A, because guys, if we don't lower what the counts have for trade, we're gonna have issues. We need trade for the counts to go down, because they're close to winning. We need trade for the counts to go down. It's gonna raise, or that's actually, yeah, that's the most helpful thing. That's, oops. What do you mean, oops? What do you mean, oops? A doesn't affect the counts? What? Oh, well, I don't care. Well, what do you mean it doesn't affect the, surely! Hey, I have tyrannical authority. The corrupt eastern judges are stubborn. When you try to remove them from their posts, they retaliate by enforcing the old forgotten laws everyone has agreed to ignore. Suddenly, merchants are legally required to wear blindfolds on weekends, and every coin must be passed under the nose of a cat before it's spent. Yeah, it's for the counts. Does it count? Sorry if that's promoting. Say thanks for inspiring. I'm glad that I was able to inspire. I wouldn't count that as promoting. But I inspired? I inspired someone? That's... If that's true, I thank you for telling me. No, that makes me very happy. I got very distracted from the game already. Let me take a quick sip really quick. But thank you. I'm a huge inspiration. I inspire you every day. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Barons need better trade. Barons don't get to raise the counts trade. Barons raise your own trade. More concerned about the idea she's pushing the counts to rebel than trade. I don't want you guys to win-win. I trust. I trust in it. Congratulations on 750 followers. Huh? Oh! Oh! I did hit that! Thank you, Scales! I didn't even- I looked up like, oh! Oh! That is a thing. That is a thing. Hey, we're at the end of the day. Our plan's going better than expected. The Spy Master thinks it's all well in the kingdom. Hey, you guys finally made it past your first thing! Cats aren't getting better. Cats aren't the best for getting rid of mice. You're better off with the terrier. I think you missed the point in my analogy. Never mind. The next steps are to replace the Palace Watch with their own agents. Should be easy enough. If the Queen can't pay them, the Watch will definitely look for money elsewhere for the next stage. Oh no. The Barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Can happen. You know, I'm glad I could be at your live. I'm glad you were able to make it. And again, thank you for telling me. It really does make my day. Even, like, truthful or not, just the sentiment alone makes my day. Or days. Yeah, the Barons are having a hard time. What is... Getting rid of that. Gonna end... We're going. A taxing issue. Too much crime. Famine. Okay, I was like, why are there only 2? Okay, how come you guys can't start a rebellion? Do you need 9 to start a rebellion? Weird. Too much crime. Your Majesty, the courts are overloaded. They simply can't fit any more prisoners in their prison cells. Alright. Guys, we need more prisons, right? We need more prisons. Prisons are what we need. Let's go gambling. Okay, yeah, that's... you guys. We don't need a prisoner lottery. We just, guys, come on. I believe we can, we can do things. We can do things. More gambling. I would prefer the gambling we could win, personally, but, you know, okay. At least we get a 40%. I don't trust it. Yeah, that... my authority. The nobles grow very nervous indeed about the influx of criminals in the general population. Complaints rise, long grumblings about the Queen's blanket approach. Still, there's at least the courts are empty. Well, there goes my perfect authority. Taxing issue or famine. Let's go with the famine. This game now. It's a fun game. It's really long, it's really wordy, but it's fun. We're gonna be doing a second round too. If you want to join in this one or wait for the second one either. It's fun to join in. It's really difficult as the person trying to run a kingdom though. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way here from the march to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to pay for a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the march is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in the profit when the common folks starve. That's a lot of everything. Actually, is there anything that's... Let's say no to that. There's gambling, guys. I'm just saying there's gambling, but I'm not letting you have free will market correction. That's not. What do? Type !join, and then it'll put you in a faction. And then that's how everyone's voting. We get gambling. We get gambling. Okay, I'm happy. Please let me have my gambling. We're getting gambling. I believe in gambling. I believe in gambling. I believe in gambling. We got to go gambling. Okay. You find a strict price cap on grain when the willy merchants find the way around, you order a few of them to be hanged as an example to the rest. This short, sharp lesson does wonders. Soon enough, grain is cheap again, and no merchant dare say a word. Hopefully, most of the peasants will stay alive until next harvest. Stability raised, farming, and we're not in starvation anymore. We're good. Red's getting screwed. Red's fine. Red's fine. Who cares about trade? That keeps... Poor Blue. Poor Blue's having issues, but that's okay. Later, gotta head out. Keep up the awesomeness. Thank you! Yeah, thank you. And yeah, have fun. Have a good rest. Do whatever you need to do, and thank you for stopping by. We're fine. We are suffering. You're fine. You're fine. We need to take care about trade. We don't... No one needs to talk about trade. I'm keeping everyone under check as much as I can, okay? That's what I'm doing. Your Majesty, help us. If Chief Scales II of the North has been bleeding us dry. I can't even read what you're saying, buddy. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been, and I can't afford to feed me cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Chief Scales has been taxing his peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. Damn, Scales. Okay. It's been a hard, and Your Highness, I barely have enough gold in my vault. What about the poor peasants' cows? I feel bad about the cows, okay? A pox on the stupid cows. Let me see what the council thinks of this, But the cows, you have to help the cows. Don't hurt the cows. Guys, you can steal Scales' money. You guys want to steal Scales' money? You can steal Scales' money. Have fun with Scales' money. Scales trying to be a tyrant, but you can steal his money. Think about it. You can steal his money. Don't you want to steal his money? Why do you want to keep overtaxing the peasants? What did the peasants do to you? We could have stolen his money, guys. Could have stolen his money. That's... You only have 130? You could have stolen all of his money! You're supposed to steal money from people! You guys are not stealing money! But think of me cows, Your Honors! Think of me cows! I know I wanted to save your cows, and I couldn't save your cows! Over time, in the next few months, Scales becomes rich once again by jacking up all of his prices. The other chiefs follow an example gleefully. Soon enough, the farms of the north are destitute, and the cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the chiefs are fat and wealthy. You guys have no farming. That's gonna be fun to deal with next season. Yeah, nothing's going on here. You're on the verge of rebellion. Hungry Bear, new honor guard, your heir. We have an heir. Perfect. If I die, we're moving it to me child. My new honor guard. You get to pick a second one? Your excitable honor guard who slaughtered all those peasants will no doubt find justice, Your Majesty, but must move on. You must replace them at once. Each region offers elite nobles. What would you like to do? You know what? I say, we go for the Eastern Knights, why don't we? Most poems these days, I've made my decision. Give me the Knights, and then they can't rebel. Give me the Knights. Yeah. The Knights arrive a few weeks later. They are extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself as Floridbow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. And there we go over here. Nor if we failed to defend you, you're gonna fail, because I'm gonna die somehow. The God Speakers have gained visions of new herbs and medicines ever since she arrived. Can you share the knowledge? Maybe. I'd have to ask the God Speakers about that. It is sacred knowledge, after all. The only thing that she's eating a lot. Our hunters have to push. Yeah, well, you guys have no food to begin with.
I love Cookie Run Kingdom and I love Purple Cookie. Also, I Foggy think Sue isn't short or a furry. Yeah, that was. Thank you for the $6.90. That's Foggy, all right. That's Foggy, all right. Guys, can't you believe it? Thank you, Foggy. I can't believe you love Cookie Run Kingdom so much. You also don't think I'm short. This is a miracle, Foggy. This is a miracle. This is a miracle. This totally isn't Vex talking. This is Foggy. It's 100% Foggy. But thank you nonetheless. Thank you for the $6.90. Having second thoughts. Are you perhaps the bear would do better in a nice cozy menagerie?
Let's not put the bear in a menagerie. I don't think. I just don't think. Alright, we're vetoing the thing that has absolutely no chance of working. We're gonna let you guys vote between the rest of it. Have fun. Have fun. You guys are not getting C, okay? Like helping Civ. Well, good luck. There's... I think the least offensive option here is... God, I don't actually know. Maybe A? It can't lower farming anymore, unless it's from other regions, but either way. Actually, that's gonna push purple back up, isn't it? Oh well. They give food, we're not starving anymore, and all is well. All is well. All is well. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Blackmail and bribery. Somewhere in the march, Baroness Miriam sits in a banquet gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. She and her fellow plotters discuss the scheme between mouthfuls. The palace watch and won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran sight to the spymaster to blab about it, too. Damn our luck. Is this the end? The best investments are never profitable to begin with. We must bide our time and strike again when the queen at least expects it. Baron's aims to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. And auction time! You guys can either lower authority, lower trade, chiefs can raise their faith and raise their military, or the counts can raise trade and lower their own military. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but go ahead. Why are you rebelling? What's the point of rebelling? You guys are about to win, totally. But logistically, you guys want to stop the counts from raising their trade. Logistically, that is what you guys want to do above all else. You want to outbid them. And that would be smart. And only Foggy has money left, so that should be doable. But that's up to you. That's up to all of you. You guys just need to beat 1,500 with 2 other options, and you'll be fine. Like, Miriam, I'm looking at you. If you're still here, Miriam, you have money, and money's important. Chiefs go for E. Chiefs do not go for E! Why would the Chiefs go for E? Nitro, why are you going for E? Why are you helping with E? 1-1. Why 1? Which one are you funding with 1? Alright, that's... I swear. Okay, you guys probably raised your military, right? Alright. Counts raised their trade by 1. Chiefs raised their military by 1. Rebellion report. On the verge of rebellion. But did not rebel yet. My ambition, brand new harvester. There's no way that is... What do I need to check? Is it a 15? My ambition. You said you want to be a conqueror, but so far you've not convinced anyone. What do I need my check to be? Your ambition isn't working. Pick a new one. Stability and farming's a no-no. Authority and faith is a no-no. Faith and trade is a no-no. None of these are good. I say authority and faith. Thank you, Miriam! Thank you for the purple cookie! Thank you! Your defiance? Who cares about that? Palace mutiny. Oh boy. It's the officers of the Watch, Your Majesty. They've been learning politics from the scholars we arrested. Now they're demanding a representative from the council. I don't know anything. They consider themselves the most in touch with the lowest elements of society because they have fed them in my cells, Your Majesty. There is no questioning changing the constitution of the kingdom. Such a thing simply cannot be done, but there's always other options. I say, right? I say, make me lose money, right? I say that's the best thing. I'm gonna block that because it's like the worst option. Yeah. Have fun. I think C's a little less aggressive, but I don't know how to get you guys to vote for that. So we're going to B because B's it's less bad than A, personally. You guys are making me fail my checks here. 3, 2, 1. Alright. And then finally, we lost authority. From that day forward, once a month, the council is convened consisting of the captain of the watch, the palace's cook daughter, 3 stable hands, and a drunk clerk who stumbled into the meeting looking for a latrine. This parliament of fools is eventually given oversight in the palace entertainment, and by all accounts, doing an excellent job. Lowered, well, brand new harvester.
My least favorite anime is 86. It is the worst thing I have ever seen.
You know, I didn't know you'd want to share that with your $4.20 tip, but thank you for the $4.20, Foggy. Yeah, thank you. Guys, Foggy's being so generous today, isn't he? Your Majesty, the scholars are great thinkers in the East have invented new farming implement. Oh. Yeah. That's farming. It would be a great use to the north, and our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share our designs with the likes of you, the Northern Leech. Our people are hardworking on that machine, and we deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Just go for it. I don't care. Just go for it. Just pick something. Anything. Pick anything. Anything is fine. I do not care. Go with anything. Everything sucks. So I just go for it. Just go for it. Here, think your internet's back. I'm glad your internet's back, Sky. You guys cannot decide either. Alright, it looks like we're leaving. Oh. Anyone else have a last second vote? He is better. You know what? Compensate the counts for the invention and share it with the other regions, I feel like is the best of all worlds. Possibly. We're gonna do that. I lose money, but that's fine. They get stuff, and that's fine. And we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. And finally that's everything, right? Yeah. Okay, end the season. Taxing time. Okay, is this your final? That's only your second one. Tax me, you want to rebel? Shadow, what team are you on? No, I'm bribing you. Actually, I already know you guys aren't. Okay, that works. Please. Ambition sainthood. A tasty innovation. So my authority lowered. That's not good. My faith sucks. Avatar is Skirnon. The Mega Corporal and their friends have locked themselves out of their lodges and are refusing to come out. They say they have learned the ways of Skirnon. Meanwhile, our trade routes are drying up because of their negligence. By blood and oath of the dead, I swear that's the damn fault. What does learning the ways of Skirnon mean? Eating poisonous moss and making horrible concoctions so that they can have visions of of their pagan god. Apparently, Skirnon is a deity of wisdom and medicine. Huh. What should we do, Your Majesty? Our traders will lose their livelihoods and we cannot sell honey to northerners. So I say we veto that and you guys have fun. You guys can either ask the chiefs to share their knowledge once they emerge, you can send the church missionaries to debunk these heathen myths, or you can have the bear quietly assassinated. I feel like the last one's really bad, but I'll let you guys decide. You guys want to kill the poor bear? Okay, well. Bye-bye, bear. While the chiefs slumber under the influence of magical herbs, the assassin strikes the bear is swiftly dispatched. The Northerners cotton on their when the Northerners cotton on, they're furious. Even if they can't prove exactly what happened, riots spread across the north. Under the unrest dies down, however, many northern peasants start to reject the Pagan ways. After all, if Skirnon can't protect her own bear, why bother worshipping her? That surely won't end wrong. Alright, well, we have one more faith. I don't... What is the sandwich? Sandwich raises trade. I think it could also raise authority. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in history. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about your sandwich, Lucan. So, show me. Behold, holds the air in the plate, 2 slices of bread. Yeah, ba 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 ba. Ingenious. And yes, I don't think we want to call it a Lucan. We do not want to eat a Lucan for lunch. That is not what we want to do. God, I can't raise authority here. You choose what you want to do. I do not care. Do you want wealth? Do you want treasury wealth? Do you want... What do you want? You guys can have stuff. Everything raises defiance. We'll see what happens. That is not fun, but that is fine. Have fun. Alright, I would personally... I'll give Lucan royalties. We'll see what happens. Thank you for your grace. At least I deserve. Now I can work on my next invention. Edible playing cards! Chop Lucan. From that point forward, everyone is forced to pay a small fee to, Lucan whenever eating anything between 2 slices of bread. The counts are granted an exemption from paying this toll, but the chiefs and barons are forced to cough up. Consequently, despite the deliciousness and convenience, they never really catch on. Bakeries go bust all across the east. And... Alright, gambling time! Your Majesty, I've received a message from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your powers of every Cernon, as they should. Let's see what they have to say. Oh god, I'm dead. The nobles challenge your claims to holding a special place in the knight's favor. The common folk are similarly unconvinced. Wow.
I hate fog, I prefer to be called Froggy. Also, Elder Scrolls Online is a terrible game and I hate playing it.
Thank you for the $4.20, Foggy. Oh, sorry, I should say Froggy. Thank you, Froggy. Thank you for the great tip and everything, Froggy. Aren't you so happy, Froggy? We finished everything. I couldn't gamble, so... treasury... That's not good. And... Let's go. Rebellion. Currently rebelling? You guys are rebelling? That's not good. Keep it sweet. You must have noticed the barons aren't happy, Your Majesty. The rebels have a keen eye and will take advantage of the situation. If the march joins the rebellion, will be fined in serious trouble. It's high time you ask the barons directly what they need. Very well. When you call the council, the barons whisper amongst themselves, glancing in your direction. Great God, what's the point of this session? Since when does the queen care about what we have to say? It's not been the easiest time for any of us. Just hope we can all have a productive time. I veto that, and God, actually, arguably, no, that's, is their last, no, that's not their last, this is, no, that is, wait. Where's Purple's? Oh, Purple's rebelling, so theirs doesn't matter, right? So, they're on their, this is their second phase, correct? This is not their last phase. Correct? I'm really debating. I want to just gamble. Second phase? Okay, I can read things. Gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. That's what I think we should do. Appoint some barons as military advisors. What could possibly go wrong? but that's it. See? Gambling. But if not, then that is fine. Sky vote B. I don't think Sky wants to vote B. We'll go with that. We'll lose our money. Fine. Who cares? The treasurer arranged funds. After a few weeks, she comes to you regarding the Marcher farms. I'm pleased to say the crops are thriving in the March, Your Majesty. Any army marches on a stomach, and the troops are now in the march are now stepped with confidence. Perhaps more importantly, the barons are praising your generosity. The only hope for a good mood lasts. And opening strike. It's been a long time coming. Over 300 years of our own, the East was conquered, but before that, we were our own rulers with a lineage of monarchs stretching back thousands of years. The glory days. Indeed, that's why we must rise up by placing Kaja on the throne. We'll reclaim what we have lost, but first we must decide on tactics, my fellow counts, I ask. How shall we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the chiefs will join our cause, we can call them to war. Might be more likely to join us if the queen's authority is low. We could call upon the church to condemn the queen, or finally we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Counts, what would you like to do? The chiefs will join. The chiefs will not join. I refuse to allow you to join. Right? I believe in gambling in my favor. Send an assassin. Is that 100%? Oh, wait! My guards are counts! Oh! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm very dead. Oh. So about those counts, I'm not trusting them again. Thank you for meeting with me in such short notice. The sum you offered has piqued my interest. I understand the sum is too high, so high though? Yes, you want me to assassinate the queen. I'm dead. It's no trouble. I'm a child of Viper. You have gold and you want a woman dead. She is dead. Get it done. Oh. At long last, the counts have reached their boiling point. Yeah, I don't care. It's a formal declaration of war. Be on the battlefield. Seize him. Come along now, traitors get the chop. And what? You can't do this. I'm an envoy. See? Yeah, Lucan, you're dead, and I'm dead too, so that's fine. Didn't expect to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances? Counts are formidable, but not undefeatable. How did things get this bad? Who cares? I don't care. I definitely don't care.
I Froggy Doubloon 30 love the British and Ivex is my favorite person here.
Oh, Froggy, I can't believe you're admitting so much to us, and thank you for the $4.20, Froggy. I know, Froggy is very generous today. Luck, is it my friend, the Palace Watch? Yeah, I think this doesn't really matter, personally. But Barons, what do you want to try and do if I don't get assassinated? Do you want to kill the queen and place your own on the throne, where your goal is to lower authority, or do you want to raise military, where you want to control with threat of assassination? Barons, what would you like to do? Troll. I see. Let's see. I see. Alright. To raise your own military over the next few months, you have troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars, and we'll swap places with the Palace Watch one by one. Once the queen realizes she's surrounded by troops, it'll be too late. Magnificent, but once we've turned the queen into our puppet, won't the chiefs and counts notice? That's what we need, a strong army to make them think twice about challenging us. Final stage of the scheme, we must raise to at least 8. That's not very far, actually. Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have the right to the throne. No doubt the nobles are scheming and the crown's reign. But yeah. There's a rebellion. You guys cannot rebel. Something's wrong. A great battle. Mustering an army. A great battle. Vast armies darken the landscape, the shadows in the clouds, flags are flying, drums are pounding in a rhythm with the marching boots. The kingdom is gripped in civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the East is advancing on the capital, led by the treacherous Count Foggy. I've received word from the commander of loyalists in the forces of the march that if they march now, they'll intercept the counts in a matter of days. Alternately, they could join forces with the army in the north. It's risky, but together they have a higher chance of defeating the accursed counts. What are your orders? Barons and chiefs should join forces. Yeah. Very well, your majesty. I will relay your orders to Baron Shadow, the commander of the field. Hopefully, they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Barons, this is your choice. Do you defy orders and fight against the rebels by yourself? Do you follow orders and link up with the chiefs? Or do you hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge? You don't want to protect me, but think. You could get money. You could get money. Think of the royalty. Think of the loyalty you could get. Miriam, how could you? I believed in you! I didn't believe in Shadow, but I believed in you, Miriam! Sarah. I believed! The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anciently for the marshal's return. She bursts into your throne room. Those damn cowards! Cravens! Treacherous! Yellow-bellied liver-living chickens! Oh, yeah, I'm not finishing that whole thing. How did the battle go? It wasn't even a damn battle. Instead of engaging the enemy or linking up with the chiefs, barons just told their army to just hang back and do nothing. Okay, yeah. They set pity in their camps and scratched their asses while everyone else in the entire Eastern army walked by. Have their heads. If you win. Now that looks less likely. You have no choice but to rely on the chiefs. It all comes down to the next battle, your majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. You know what? I'll lead the troops personally. Must advise against this. You'll be in great danger. I already have an assassin coming for my head. I don't care. Sick of waiting around. I'll prepare your armor on horse. Yeah. Something's wrong. It's night like any other. You're lying in your queen-sized bed and your husband by your side snoring slightly. As, it is often the case, the troubles of the kingdom are keeping you awake, especially of the rebellion. How could the counts betray you like this? For once, in your insomnia comes useful because it allows you to hear the slithering under your bed. I say I reach for my dagger. The dagger in hand you feel better, but it makes the slithering turns into hissing much worse. Wake your husband. What is it? Are the common folks finally starting to rise, take everything from us? You explain the situation, he bolts upright, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Yes, I hear it. What are we gonna do? Okay. Okay. I feel like this is... I don't want to call for the honor guard, because the honor guard goes to the counts, and the counts have ordered this. Call the guard, you're curious? I don't want to call the guard. I don't trust the guard. But I feel like...
I hate Pokemon, it's such a bad game series, and I especially hate Pokemon Unite.
Oh, Shadow, I can't believe, Shadow, that you would donate a very specific $4.20 and say all of this. So I want to call for my honor guard, but I feel like I'm gonna die. I have the dagger in my hand, my husband is awake. But if this is a snake and I poke my head under, he's gonna stab me in the face or something. So I don't know... We're gonna... I don't know. We're going to do something. Your honor guard posts themselves outside your door every night. You call for them to come in and investigate the specific noise, but before the first time you can remember, your eastern guards don't come running when you call. In fact, they look out at the corridor and nobody's guarding your door at all. They can't be a coincidence. Have you been betrayed? Yeah, that makes sense. When you turn around, the serpent glides out from under the bed. Before your astonished eyes, it transforms into a hooded human figure clutching a knife. Any last words, your majesty? The assassin steps towards you, completely unopposed. No, please, don't hurt my wife! Your life flashes before your eyes, your jeweled dagger clutched in your trembling hands, pathetically small compared to the assassin's glinting blade. Defend myself! Oh. It's no use. Compared to the assassin, you're slow as molasses. Lightning quick, the assassin leaps towards you midair. He turns back into a serpent, his fangs sinking deep into your throat. Wow. You fall back onto your bed, clutching your bite. The serpent hisses in satisfaction and slithers out before the window. Here, use this stotch for the bleeding. I'll fetch the physician. I
love my job so much and never want to change jobs.
You know, Vex, I don't trust you with that one though, Vex, but thank you for the $4.20. I'm sure you like the money, but I thought you didn't like the job. Personal, I thought it's a good idea. It's what you try and say instead it comes out more like arg-burg-burg-burg. You try and stand up, but your legs are weak. You collapse on one side, convulsing. Everything goes black. You fall into a deep abyss. After that, you linger several days fighting the poison that's coursing through your system, but it's no use. Your blood is running away with the venom to kill 10 queens. You'll never wake up. You'll never know what the rebellions won the Civil War. They probably got everything they wanted thanks to your untimely death. All you know is it's a horrible job being a queen. You wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. Well, maybe your worst enemy. Kaja the Counts, for example. We'll find out soon enough. During the rebellion, Queen Sivil was assassinated by the treacherous Counts. After losing the Civil War, the chiefs retreated within their borders and immediately began plotting against the usurper. As a reward for staying loyal to the queen, the top barons were beheaded. In public, see, you guys didn't even help me, and you guys were beheaded, okay? Private, they swore vengeance. The counts launched a rebellion that toppled the queen and devastated the kingdom. In the aftermath, nobody could stop them from taking the throne, and Kaja was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk. Well, the counts do not know how to rule. You freaking assassinated me. That was different. So, as I promised, we have a second game coming up.
This is my first donation today. Please disregard all past and future donations that claim to be.
What? So you're saying the last one was not you? You're saying you do not love your job? I see. Alright, but we do have one second game if you guys are still up for a second game. I did promise 2 games, that the first one was under 2 hours, and it was 1 hour and 50 minutes. So we're going for a second one. And we had, I remember, the basement's bathroom or stuff and everything. I found the stairs dynasty. You know what? Civ fell down the stairs dynasty. No, no, yeah, we are doing a second game. We're just not having purple people, which is perfectly fine here. We're doing yellow and green because we didn't have them last time. No purple. Do you guys want red or blue? Which one do you guys want? Red or blue? Red or blue? Red? Red? Okay, red it is. Everyone wants red. All right. Here we go, second game. This will be our last game for today, but obviously it takes a while. Also, Machine, welcome in, welcome in. So, yeah. Join up whatever you want. I'm scared that half of you are gonna, join the same team. But if we can be even, that'd be great. You're yellow? You are yellow, Nitro. Alright, we have one on the Grandies. One more, I should say. Alright, we're pretty even. Sky, what are you? You're... Everyone's moving around. You're on yellow. You were on green, you're on yellow now. You're on stinky red? What's wrong with red, Lucan? Red's a pretty color. Red's a very pretty color. Alright. Is there anybody else? Has anybody else not hopped in yet? We'll go for a few seconds. Also, Vex, I forgot to say thank you so much for the 25. And totally not other donations that have happened because I was supposed to disregard, so I won't mention them, but thank you nonetheless. What color are we? Okay, reading off the colors. Foggy is red, Lucan is red, and Miriam is red. Sky is yellow, Shadow is yellow, and Nitro is yellow. Mega Corporal is green, Scales is green, and Machine is green. Machine, let me know if there's a different way you'd like me to say your name. I guess this goes for you as well, Corporal. Just let me know, and I will do it. It's not piss color, it's just yellow. We're beginning the game. Obviously, if you have not joined in, you can still join. You just cannot choose where you start. And I've never had these 3 colors at once, I don't think, before. All right. Council introduction. If you're new here and you have not seen me play it before, I kind of skip through the really early stuff just because we've seen it a lot. But if you'd like me to slow down, let me know. Machine is fine. Mystery machine. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That's very clever. Okay. If machine is fine, I'll probably stick with it. But if I need the full name, I will definitely say mystery machine. Doesn't sound like a chipmunk. I know, I don't sound like a chipmunk. It's amazing. Anyway, now that you're the queen, the first duty is to meet with the nobles. Nobles hail from everywhere. Hi, patricians. A pleasure, august majesty. I hope to see the kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Thank you, corporal. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust that you conduct yourself with honor and faith. Thank you, Nitro. And hail and well met, your highness. Under the leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Thank you, Foggy. And introductions are done. You have gray hair again. Good job, Nitro. Path to victory. All right, your majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? You know what? I can't do authority, can I? Oh, I can. I did really well with authority last time. That probably means I won't do well with authority this time, but we're gonna go with authority. I see, you're the type of person who builds lots of statues of yourself, are you? Maybe. I suggest over the next few years you focus on you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Alright. And perfect. You always have gray hair. It's a status symbol. My character has gray hair, okay? Okay, it's a status symbol. Your Majesty, I've rescheduled your coronation to take place in a time's week. The hurry. Delay any longer would make the nobles restless. When nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well, what must I do? As tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call in the nobles? Let's look at this. Veto that. You guys can either host a parade, you can invite foreign dignitaries, or you can have the nobles put on a lavish banquet. No clue what our goals are yet? Yeah, you won't know. You won't know. Silver hair? Yeah, it's gray, silver. Some people think it's the same. Technically, my model's hair, I've been over this before. It's a very light shade of pink that looks more silver, and a lot of people say gray. So really, it's no one knows. Everyone wants me to spend all of my money, I see. Throw you in the river? I'm not letting you throw me in the river, especially not when I'm trying to have my authority. Alright. But, perfect. Your gray is the best color, pink is awful. I see. Invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Selath, and it's only appropriate to show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. The odd crowd includes influential figures of the Dukes of Sol, the princes of Talavan, and even the pearl bearers of something. Lucrative trade deals are struck in the evening's feast. Only the Grand Percy of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the concept of monarchy. Well, that's a strong start. What else? That is it. End the season. Grandees, Verdad of the Nitro lineage, infamous southern elder, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandees, what would you like to do? You can either go for subterfuge, where your goal is to lower stability, intimidation, where your goal is to raise stability, or uprising. Your goal is to raise the treasury. Up to you, up to you. Yeah, the vote just wasn't ready yet. Or, wait, oh, that was the old vote. I'm reading stuff late. Ella, what do you think? That seems reasonable. I'll let you guys have a second if you guys haven't voted completely yet. Who's on yellow again? Shadow Sky Nitro. Okay. Ain't getting her money. You guys aren't having my money. I'm just... It's fine. I see. Hello? Hello? What was that? And why didn't it go through? I didn't do that. Okay. Mystery donator. Totally mystery of a mystery donator. You seem to be losing your mind there a little bit. You can play as a whole bunch of other people. All right, that's all three. Skip this really quick. Get the next one rolling. There's go for subterfuge, lower stability. The Grandee's place is to replace the Queen's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. Advance their scheme, they must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Dream elements. Did you turn off text-to-speech, Foggy? You know I still have to read it, right? Like, that's... Neural of the Mystery Machine family, a legendary former pirate, scribbles on a well-used quill at a hard-worked desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Siviel. Something must be done. Patricians, what would you like to do? Or I guess I'm saying it wrong. Patricians, my bad. You can either go for A, sorcery, where your goal is to raise authority, B, doppelganger, where your goal is to lower your own defiance, or C, corruption, where your goal is to lower authority. That is your choice to make. I don't want to read that. I just... I can't even get the activity to work. Huh. Well, okay. I'm not reading that. Okay. Who else is on scales? Scales and machine. Okay. Read it. I already closed it. I can't read it. Alright, you guys are going for corruption. You're fighting equally against me. Machine's plan is to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. Advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Hello, Artistic! Welcome in, welcome in! Victor of the Lucan bloodline, notorious marcher prodigy, stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. We have the barons of the march. Okay, I can't read. When did the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never. All know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Barons, what would you like to do? You can either go for A, modernization, where your goal is to lower others' military, B, propaganda, where your goal is to lower stability, or C, gunpowder. Your goal is to lower authority. Propaganda. I see where this is going. I see. Join. Artistic, I'm sure you can probably see on the little thing. You were put onto the patricians. Welcome to the green people. And it looks like barons are voting for propaganda. Perfect. Have fun with that. The barons plan to persuade the population that only a charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. Scan through scheme. Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. They both have the exact same goal. Perfect. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna end the season. Mysterious ship, honor guard, and a thief. Let's go with a thief. My liege, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Granny Nitro shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. Ninth, preserve us. Nonsense. Rummage through those drawers. I'm sure you'll find the thing. My liege, this feud has stood between our families. Nitro's ancestor called the Inquisitors on my ancestors for being demon worshippers. That's because my ancestor is growing horns from his forehead. Enough. I know Nitro stole a priceless ring. It brings the march great luck and bounty. My dear niece was to wear it when she marries. Hey, it's almost like we had this last game. We're... What do we... Yeah, that one's a no-no. You guys either like to send the Chancellor to the south to investigate or arrest Nitro here and there. What would you guys like to do? Thank you for the $1.
Hey, I'm Siviol and I'm bald. I enjoys telling stories and playing games. Carrot random facts about me. I've seen 3,000,000 plus different anime series. Have spent hours of my life learning Kingdom Hearts of the am obsessed with hunting for Skylanders.
Did you just modify my Twitch description? And add ball to it? I see, but thank you for the $1.
I'm such a girly girl, I love pink.
Thank you for the $4.20. Myself, apparently. Okay, continue. I have the choice here. I choose to raise my authority. And we'll raise that too, apparently. No, I'm innocent, I tell you. Not according to last game, Nitro. Come on now, out you go. Nitro was imprisoned. Nitro II has joined the council. As the watch dragged him out, the council halls fall into stunned silence, but the barons are shared satisfied glances. Wonderful, mysterious ship. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. It's not even from the March, it's from Serafina and bears a southern flag. That vessel went missing a few months back and we feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found right atop my favorite picnic spot. The common folk had discovered a survivor on board. A southern sailor claims to remember nothing of what happened. My head is killing me ever since I've woken up. What happened to you? I swear I didn't do anything. Last time I remember you were sailing along the southern waters, then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must call him in for one of the monasteries. I must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship was on my land. Yoinked. It's a talent, Nitro. It's a talent to lose so quickly. Or not really lose, but die. In a way. Okay. Crap, I can't veto. Alright, I say, strictly speaking, we vote for... God. Yeah, Alright, so I know what you guys are probably gonna vote. I really want A. I hate that I looked at Discord. I really want A, but I don't trust you guys to vote A. But I really want you to vote A. I'm just gonna say that. I really want you to vote A. All I can do is offer you money in the future. I'll give you tax exemptions in the future if you vote A, right? I'll give you tax exemptions in the future. You have to believe me on this one. That's all I can do, because I freaking can't use the veto. Alright. Worst case scenario, even if you vote this one and I lose my treasury, if you guys vote B, I'm gonna gain authority and I'm gonna be close to my goal, okay? I'm just letting you know. If you vote for the treasury, I'm gonna gain authority. Okay? You're gonna get a double whammy here. So just letting you know, if you vote for B, I get authority, and that's how it goes. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. I see you. I see you. It's a little loud. I see them. I see you, Vex. I see you. I see you. Voting to raise trade. Alright, we have just a little further. Alright, 1. Alright, phew. Okay, that was not as bad as it could have been. That was freaking loud. Okay, leave the sailor to recover. God, you guys are almost on the verge of rebellion. The grandees crumble amongst themselves, muttering about your lack of charity. The sailor is left to wander as he wishes, and you do not hear from him again. As news spreads about the bizarre event, the reappearance of Serafina, the visitors come for the march to view the wreck. They arrive to spend money on overpriced tourist goods. No one dares get too close. Rumor has it some visitors have gone missing after spending too much time near the vessel. See. Why are you timing out? What did Sky do? What did Sky do? Honor guard. This is a formality. I kind of have a choice that I need to do something. Did you just give? Vex, thank Thank you for the gifted sub, Lucan. Lucan, is that for kicking Sky out? I whatever it is, and I hope you enjoy your sub, Lucan. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided. This really hurt me last time, but I'm, tell me, I've made my decision. I need to lower this. Give me the battle nuns. Alright, and then battle nuns arrive. They nod silently at their steel masks and betraying nothing before filing in the formation behind your throne. Alright, end the season. Auction time! What would you guys like to do? You guys can either raise stability, lower your military barons. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. You can lower stability and lower trade. You can raise faith for the patricians, or you can lower authority. Up to you, up to you. Someone really wants to lower authority, I see. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not gonna let it happen, but it makes sense. You guys are you are making sure that's happening. Okay. I don't think anyone was coming for your throat with that one, but makes sense. It's nice funding. Holy! Are you guys just spending who is investing in this? Wait, okay. Okay, we're looking to F. Miriam spent 1,300 on F. Artistic spent 1,000 on F. Yep, you guys... Uh-huh. I see. I see. Okay. That's stuff. A fateful tree, finding a spouse, word from the march. Finding a spouse, you can avoid everyone, right? Except your mother? Yeah. I've been busy. I prefer men. Thank you, get out of my sight. Word from the march or faithful word from a march. Your Majesty, I have something a bit embarrassing to report. Remember when I accused Granny Nitro II's father of stealing my family's lucky ring? He was arrested? Funny thing, my niece was the culprit. I need a ring to propose my dear Arceta of Nitro's family. I knew our families would never allow such a match, so I had to be in secret. And I know the magic ring would be good fortune to our union. It was the perfect gift. What? Egad! My father rotted away in prison because of this travesty. Your family are honorless knaves. Don't you think of letting our Trisha get anywhere near that niece of yours? For once, I agree, Grandy. Please, counsel, my liege, step in and end this ridiculous romance. So what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Personally, right? Personally, you guys all want a lower stability. You all need a lower stability. That's what you guys need. So, I'm gonna help you out with that. We're gonna lower stability together, right? I put my vote towards it. We're gonna lower stability. You know, artistic, personally, I agree with you. On a personal sense, I agree with C. I feel like C is the best thing to do. But 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're lowering the stability. Because you know why? We raise authority! Great, good God, Your Highness. How could you do this? Come on, we're packing you off to the Isle of Sol within the week. As Victoria begins her long voyage to Sol, Arceta is getting a learn in diplomacy. In Taliban, the two find themselves worlds apart. Sorry about that. As word spreads of what happens, becomes clear that peasants across the kingdom should despise the decision. Oops. Haha. I don't care. I got good stuff out of that. Faithful trade. I must rebel? No, you should not rebel. Your August Majesty, unfortunate tidings from our new theater. Why, when did you have a theater? Is this like a theater or is this a battle theater? What kind of theater? Did it collapse already? Depths below? I hope not. The theater sits above a tree. Next to tree groves, there's one especially rare, a green arrow tree, and it was planted by Queen Alma the Wise herself and stands over 200 feet tall. That's a very tall tree. It is indeed, your serene highness, but that's part of the problem. Regrettably, all of the visitors to our new built-in theater are disturbing the soil and the greater arrow tree is dying. So personally, I want to go with this, but I just want to gamble. So we're gonna go gambling. What kind of gambling would you like to do? Would you like to do the good gambling or 50-50 gambling? Apparently you guys want the 50-50. I see. I think we're gonna kill the really old tree today. Personally, I think we're killing the really old tree today. Gambling is fun, Dino. You're not wrong. Gambling is fun. Poor little tree. Hopefully a loss. I hope it's a win. We need a win. Tree survived long enough. Leave it alone. We won! We won! We actually won! The tree's health is touch and go for a while, but the patricians protect it fiercely from too many visitors, and it eventually recovers and flourishes. The theater is cast in a beautiful sun-draped shadow. We won! It becomes a symbol of not only the reign of Queen Alma the Wise, but your wisdom in knowing to let nature take its course. We... Shush, shush,
Voice
Vex.
crack SYV.
Shush! Well, thank you. Thank you for the bits, Vex, but I don't know why my voice squeaked, okay? But we won! I was hoping it wouldn't get picked up by the mic. Okay, taxes. We're not gonna touch it. Keep it normal. We're good. Eligible options. Something. I think that's stargazing. Gaps in the mind. Stargazing. Simply can't go on, your majesty. These arch-boffins think they know everything, but they know nothing of the ninth god's wrath. Please, your majesty, we found the perfect site for our observatory, high in the southern hills, but it's Grandy Shadows lands, and he refuses to build it there. Such things are heresy! The stars are just big and close as the ninth god intended. Who put up this idea? That is one of those patricians, like Mystery Machine. We could gamble, or you could raise faith. I feel like those are the funny options. Personally, I feel like those are the funny options. I personally would like to gamble, but that's your guys' vote. Faith. Why do you want the faith? Why do you want the faith? Also, again, I apologize. My dog is barking again. I think my voice crack did not serve the dog well, and I apologize if you can hear him. But we could gamble. Guys, there's gambling. Just gamble. We just want to gamble. No one else, only Miriam wants to gamble, but that's okay. That's okay. We're definitely not gambling. We're raising faith. Okay. It's very disappointing, your majesty. The Grandies are standing in the way of progress. Defiance lowers, faith raises. I can live with that. Gaps in the mind. It's on gambling, especially in this game. I love the gambling, though. Your majesty, I have some odd news to report. What happened? Ever since the wreck of the Serafino was found on my land, people have been losing their memory. It started small, but it's spreading. Can we time out to... Wait, can we time out time to 2 minutes? No, we're not timing out time to 2 minutes, but thank you for the bits, Vex. We're not changing the timeout time. No. Ever since, yeah, they're losing the memory, and woke up this morning and lost a week of my life. Something's terribly wrong. Veto the money. Have fun. Can I read? I can read. We up the time of the timeout 2 minutes. No, you cannot. No, we cannot. Sky is... Scales. Sky keeps getting timed out because Sky is trying to defend me, and they don't like that. They're very much anti-Civ defenders. That is all I get from this. That is all there is. There's no deeper meaning. Guys, do we get to gamble? Gamble with priests! We're gambling with priests! I don't care, we're gambling with the priests! Gambling! doing? The priests arrive in a long caravan laden in books, relics, and incense. Soon the citizens of the march are lining up to be checked for sickness. The priests' magical cleansing rituals soothe the people's fears, and the afflicted peasants are reporting great improvements. Gambling! Eligible options. Yes, I know. I don't even get to meet them. Oh well, it's not for sentiment, you just need a match that benefits your station. Twists away the cloth, the first portrait. From the coast, we have Leon, a wealthy heir to the Lord Patrician Megacorporal state. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue, too. His interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. Unfortunately, he's quite bad at it. All of his business deals seem to fall through. Could be a lot better. From the south, Melkor, the eldest son of Shadow's lineage. Prone to deceptive episodes, apparently, but he means well. He's been in more duels than I can count and won all of them. Duels are just about the only thing he's good at, though. He's better than the last one, but I don't really like the looks of him. And finally, we have the Marches Samuel of the prestigious Lucan's bloodline. He's bald. A typical baron, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Has a meaningful encounter with the wizards a few years ago, and now he spends most of his time brewing strange potions. He's high up in the army, trains troops, and was dishonorably discharged for some reason. Dishonorably discharged. Dishonorably. Think of the candidate. I'm... The hair. I have the longest hair. Why is someone in my bloodline bald? Are you saying you wouldn't be mad if I don't choose your bald child? Which one is the Grandies again? So, okay, this was the deceptive one. Okay, I feel like he's gonna owe me money if I go with him. The coast is just... Is the coast the bald one? No. Yeah, this one, no. He's bad at everything he does. He's gonna also cost me money. The march... We're going with the march. Actually... Realistically, we go with the Grandies. Bald is the obvious choice. That's the march. The march is the least offensive sounding of the three. The problem is I can't raise this defiance anymore. We're going with the south. Wait, yeah, we're going with the south. Fault even said to stop. Remember my— Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that really happened, because I didn't have any words of wisdom in setting that up, so I didn't know what I was doing, so I still apologize for that. I probably will regret that decision, but for right now, everything looks nice and pretty. Okay, end the season. In the south, beneath the scorching sun, Grandy's shadow is strolling through his vineyard, comforted by a few friends. The kingdom's fine, no one's calling for the queen's advisors to resign. We need to step it up. More chaos, more panic. Then we can swoop in and offer the queen an olive branch. Yes, and if she doesn't take it, we'll smack her with it until she gives in. That's not how that works. Your Grandy's goal is to lower stability to 4 or less. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians on the coast are meeting to plot their latest scheme. Blood, ashes, damnation, sea and storm take us all. Whatever is the matter? I've offered Cash the palace official, and he acted like I was trying to give him head lice. The bastard almost turned me over to the watch. Had to make a quick getaway. Doesn't surprise me. The queen has an iron grip on the throne. No one dares move against her. So, no room for some good old-fashioned bribery? What's the world coming to? The patrician's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Get rid of the timeout thing. Yeah, it's kind of being abused. Let me, for now, we will, gonna make a cause that you can't time out the same person over and over. No, you guys have lost your privileges. You've lost your timeout privileges, and you guys know why. While the queen settles into her young reign, the general has risen in the march, an indomitable Baron Victor. What is it this time? I'm eager to start my campaign. Not yet, General. We need the peasants to truly be living in fear, for you to be their savior.
Won't be long now, the council will make sure the kingdom is drowning in chaos. Then we will make our move. The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. I'm really impressed that no one's hit their checks yet. I'm gonna keep. A terrible curse, a royal wedding, a bad press. Bad press. What's the bad press? My liege, you must see this. Look at this. It's a poster of Victoria and Arcelet. The latest play in the playwright, the leader of the Bright Stags, a popular March theater troupe. They've dramatized recent events in the March. The play is horribly disrespectful. They practically have me breathing fire and threatening murder of my niece. And surely your highness isn't such a tyrant as the Bright Stag says. I don't trust that. I'm all for gambling, but not when it's clearly a loss. Have fun. Sometimes it's almost target, yeah. So we're gonna turn it off until you guys, either I can enforce that we don't time out the same person over and over, or I'll give it such a long timeout that it only happens like twice a stream. That's all it's gonna be. Does anyone else want to vote? Are there any last votes? Okay, well, that was not the vote I was hoping for. Okay. I'm broke. When you call the Bright Stags to the palace, they look very nervous indeed. Your Majesty, we didn't mean anything by it. It's a metaphor, not based on any person's fictional or otherwise. What can I do? What can I do? I personally, right? Small World and Random Amusement Park. I don't know. Corrupt equals lower. None of these are bad. I wanna stability is good and authority is good. Stability is harder to raise. I don't know what to go for. The Barons don't need their defiance lowered. It's either the stability or the authority. So raise it. On something cheerful. Yes, of course, Your Majesty. Sure enough, the Bright Stag's next play, Midwinter's Day, is a precocious comedy of misunderstandings, mistaken identities, and characters being turned into animals. It's massively popular. Thankfully, the story of Victorian Arceletta fades into obscurity, and now the next big thing has come along. You know, that was not as painful as I thought that was going to be. A terrible curse. Lord Patrician Scales rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. My honor, you look like you haven't slept in weeks. It's because I've been placed under a curd. Look, my hair is falling out in chunks. Your mustache? What hair are we speaking of? Scales, what hair are we speaking of here? Perhaps you're ill or old. Your green mustache. It's your green mustache, you know. It was one of my citizens. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Guys, I say, which gambling do you guys are going A? Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. That is what you wish. Let us go gambling. B would be a better gamble, but I don't trust you guys to go with the good gamble. So that's why I put my vote on A. It looks like we won't be gambling anytime soon, but that's okay, because, you know, the gambles are scary. And at least this one is not as bad as it could be. It could be very much worse. Do we have any final... Do we have anyone else that would like to vote for either A or B? Like, it doesn't matter, actually. It's not gonna happen. So, let's close that. How should the council deal with that? Send them to the march. Yes, that would be wonderful. A change of pace, some fresh air. Perfect. Fantastic. Be sure to bring along plenty of coin. The trip is a resounding success, and Scales and his entourage praising Foggy's hospitality. The march soon becomes a popular destination for those looking to improve health. Could be worse. My treasury is very much worse, but that's fine. Royal wedding. Your wedding to McClure is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital's one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. I do take it. I pronounce you husband, or queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. After the feast, there's a dance. Your new husband refuses to dance at all, preferring instead to brood in the corner. By the time you find yourself alone, Melkor, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. You see the 8 crowns perched on the church's tower as we walked by the cathedral, a dire omen. Perhaps you're right. Peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not politics. Oh, to live the simple life of a commoner. There. We're both in this together. You comfort Melkor long into the night, listening as he expresses his doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, he falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. You know what? I found... You just play along. I don't believe in anything he just said. Marry for politics if you're the queen. That's why I married him in the first place. Hey, but if he's happy with me later on, it's better than him stabbing me in the back. I can't have the fish, I'll just have a happy human. Bankruptcy looms, rising tempers, saint or sinner. Saint or sinners. Let's go there. All I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in his ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather is probably a common dullard. Wind's doing good. I hope so. I hope so, Sky. Glorb was great. Fish and chips. No! No. He was not fish and chips. Why is it gray hair again? Don't worry about it. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzlewit. His name was Saint Ubert, and he defeated a werewolf of Anjar. You know, that is very. I respect. If that's true, I respect it, Nitro. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on. What's all this? Lord Patrician Machine is spreading damn lies. Mulg, thank you for the raid again, and welcome in. If you need a raid and run, please, I understand. If not, if you'd like to stick around, we're playing some King of the Castle. I'm actually doing pretty well this time, if I do say so myself. We're pretty early in, but we're doing it. But nonetheless, welcome in, raiders, and I hope you had a good stream. I have never played Undertale of any sort, so I hope it was fun. But yeah, welcome in. And if you need to raid and run, please, I completely understand again. If you need to rest, anything, please feel free to run if you need. I'm actually winning. I'm doing good stuff. Lord Patrician Machine is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. Oh no. If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible even after death. They won't decay. Very well, I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. We're going gambling. I don't care. We're going gambling. We're going gambling. We're going gambling. Guys, do you want to go with gambling with 70% or 80%? You have the choice. I feel good about my odds either way. This is a gambling time. I'm winning because of gambles, and gambles will continue to allow me to win. I hope. All right, you guys don't want the better gamble. I see that, but we'll get to gamble. We were just finishing off a game from yesterday. Couldn't quite fit into 7 hours. You have to finish it today though, right? And hopefully it didn't take another 7 hours, but I hope it was a fun 7 hours. All right, gambling time. 70%. Grant permission for the body to be exhumed. Please don't fail. Ninth, bless you, your highness. Where is my shovel? It succeeded! After a few days later, the corpse of Nitro II's great-great-grandfather is exhumed from his resting place in the southern necropolis. We are blessed. I was right. Centuries in the ground, but old Saint Ubert is fresh as a daisy. Wow, this really is a miracle. Fine, take your money. Word quickly spreads of the miracle of St. Umber's peasants across the south and add another name to their prayers. When you came to castle, your family always has gray hair and no matter the You know, you're always gonna look the same. It doesn't matter if you're the second or not. You're always gonna look the same. Your appearance doesn't change. He was rich. Yeah, there's some money going. Everyone's rich right now. Votes don't count? Oh. Why didn't it count? Did it not go? Were you late to vote? I can not end as quickly. Rising tempers. What? Whose tempers are rising? I have something I need to discuss with you. Patrician Artistic challenged my honor, calling me a coward only to fight training dummies. I must duel him at once with what little reputation I have left. As long as you're careful. The 9th I will be. Do not worry. The next day, Lord Patrician Artistic is summoned to the fighting ring for the much anticipated duel. Are you ready, Melkor? I shall enjoy putting you in your place. Oh, it's a pretty good chance. I'm gonna stay silent. You bite your tongue and watch nervously. The two combatants circle each other like lions, their swords drawn, pointed at each other. Then finally comes to blow. Gambling! The fight is almost over almost as quickly as it begins. A quick parry here, a thrust there, and suddenly Lord Patrician Artistic is holding up his hands in a display of surrender. Well fought. You win. Melkor doesn't look much happier, but at least he's proven his skills vindicated in the family name. I feel like it would have been worse if I was silent versus if I voted for him. You know, I was also hoping he'd give me money, but he didn't. The treasury's almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs, much of which were buried in piles of gold, so I hope blah 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 blah. No, we're not minting. We do not want to lower authority. I say... We're gonna lower stability by... Hopefully this only lowers stability by 1. We're gonna do that. We're gonna raise defiance. You order royal mausoleums dug up and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold mass, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Lowered by 2? Oh. Not everyone is as practical as your treasure. Who cares? We're fine. Guess what? What should I guess? What is happening? Alright. What would you guys like to do? You can either raise faith, lower trade, lower faith, raise stability, or sorry, lower stability, lower farming, or lower authority. What would you guys like to put your money towards? What'd you miss? Nothing much. Nothing much at all. You're doing pretty well, though. Yeah, those are what I thought you'd fund. We'll see if anything changes. Guys, you could raise faith. Don't you want the barons to have faith? Wouldn't that be funny? Think about the funny. Think about the barons and the money and the funny. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, Scales, you have no money. None at all. 10 seconds remaining. Is anything going to happen, or am I losing my authority? Got sick today, but you feel better? I'm glad you feel better. I'm sorry to hear that you got sick. Genuinely, that didn't come off as sincere as I thought, but I do genuinely mean it. I'm sorry to hear that you got sick, and I ate cake earlier. That doesn't mean anything, but that's a great change of topic, right? Raise faith and lower stability? Hell yeah, I don't lose my authority. Invitation about your heir incorruptible. About your heir. Marriage has grown strong and steady. Perfect. High time you thought about heir. Congratulations are in order. I'm happy, thank you. We're gonna have a child, and that'll be fine. Invitation. Your Majesty, you absolutely must come down to the coast in your next year and experience the Summer Games yourself. It's the only social event that actually matters. If you aren't in attendance, well, it could simply be a crime. Tell me more about the games. Everyone gets drunk and goes down to the arena to watch gladiators battle it out, and the title of Golden Champion, Rivers of Blood and Lakes of Wine. Leave your inhibitions in the capital, Your Majesty. Could I say no? Oh, this is simply wonderful. It could be a long time since the Queen is in attendance of the games. Last I recall, they were assassinated. Not to worry, Your Majesty. I'm sure it won't happen to you. I'm sure it won't happen either, because I have the Grandies protecting me, right? I have battle nuns. They're not gonna be persuaded. Your Holiness, the incorruptible corpse of St. Uber has become a sensation among the faithful. Every day, pilgrims visit my manor to pray at his feet, but the muddy feet are ruining my carpets. May I take St. Uber's body on a tour of the kingdom instead? Your Majesty must make a suggestion. Perhaps we should study this phenomenon instead of mindlessly worshipping it? Heresy! Everyone cover your ears before she says anything more. Okay. Is there anything that's gonna hurt me outright? That. Veto. Okay. You guys can raise faith and stability, or you can lower faith. You can lower faith, or you can raise trade. Like, just have fun. Just have fun. No apple juice? Nope. Wrong kind of juice. It's the wrong kind of juice. See, you're the best. You're voting to lower... Oh wait, no, see, you... Okay, some people are voting to lower faith. It's funny. But yeah. We'll see. More faith. They're maxed out on faith. What do you mean? What do you mean, more faith? Alright, we're reburying the body. Brandon, I don't think you're in yet. You'll need to do !join if you would like to vote. What? Upon my honor, you'll have all witnessed a miracle. We must share the holiness, not hide it underground. Ignoring the Grandi Nitro's furious protests, you order St. Umber quietly reburied. The Archbishop holds a hurried ceremony to mark the occasion. Soon people of the South are doubting the so-called miracle ever happened. But they're still very, very religious. And that's the end of the season. No need to tax anyone further. Confirm the tax, take your money, and then we're good. A miracle discovery, an honorable challenge, or plague ship. Another challenge? Miraculous discovery. Ninth above, Your Holiness, one of the presents from my estate has gathered something extraordinary. It was lost in the desert herding sheep, and I ran out of water, and then I swear I heard the voice of the ninth god in my ear. It said, drink and be sustained, for you are faithful. And then an oasis bubbled up from dry sand. Praise the ninth. Even better, the water has healing properties. A single sip fixed my sprained ankle. A true miracle of the South. It is it's marvelous news indeed. We must allow the kingdom's faithful to access these sacred waters, nay, the whole world. Wait a moment, for free, Your Highness? We're gonna veto. Actually... gonna veto that. Honestly, I do lose authority here, but it's probably only gonna be by 1, so it's not gonna affect me greatly. And neither of these hurts, so we're gonna go with that. Brandon, you are on the Barons. You're on the red team. So yeah, you guys can vote whichever one you want. It all depends. It all depends. If you're on green, you probably really want to raise stability. It would help me, but either way, this isn't gonna hurt me. Alright. Disgruntled Grandies claim the ninth god has created a miracle from their land as an opportunity to profit to reward themselves the life to their devout. They can't deny that it still brings gold for the South. Enterprising priests travel from Holy Springs to sell relics, and merchants hawk southern snacks and delicacies. The name of the ninth god rings out throughout the entire kingdom. Too bad I'm not trying to be faithful this season. And... honorable challenge, Your Highness, this braggish old muck has besmirched my honor. They spread rumors that my sword is a fake. What besmirchment are we talking about? That honorless dog, Brandon of the Barons. What's so special about your sword? Why, it was once wielded by Saint Bernard, of course, back in the 4th century. I would duel them to regain my honor, as a grandee should, but Baron Brandon will not accept without your express permission. Now hold on a minute, this is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling on the Queen's throne room without due process. You're a coward, Brandon, and you as well remit it. I can English. Well, your sword is clearly fake. I've seen older swords in quelching that. There's no way I can arrest my husband. There is no way I can arrest my husband. Right? Oh, this isn't my husband. I thought that was my husband for a second. That's not my husband. No, you're a grandee. I cannot allow. May duel. Sky grins wickedly, drawing his sword. Brandon grunts in frustration and then hefts a nasty-looking mace, testing its weight while looking at Sky square in the eyes. The duelists circle each other before Sky steps forward for the first move. Brandon jumps backwards, battling a sword away. While Sky comes with another strike, Brandon is ready for it. The grandee is fainting. They've already anticipated, stepping inside Sky's reach. The mace swings around and connects with Sky's ribs, causing a sickening crunch and a pained yell. Ah, I yield, I yield. The sword drops. A face of mixture and agony is embarrassed. Nicely fought. Though Grandee Sky has suffered a crushing embarrassment, the Grandee still veers sanction of the duel as respecting their customs and clearly grateful. Arrest him? No, I really needed Defiance to be lower. Authority would have been nice, but no. Plague ship. The Royal Navy has stopped a ship in the harbor at the Lassus, Your Majesty, a merchant vessel from Dania, and the crew has come down with some kind of plague. The captain refuses to go home, and they say the crew needs food and medical attention before they offload any cargo. That ship is carrying fine silks and rare dyes worth thousands. I don't care what happens to the crew, we need to secure these goods. Tell me more about the plague. The infected have high fevers, oozing pulses, uncontrollable vomiting, sounds like creeping scourge, which bumped off half a kingdom a few centuries ago. Let's call a vote. Alright, guys. I'm gonna hope, right? I'm gonna hope. Actually, I don't care which one. I wish I still had my veto. All I can say is no one wants a plague, okay? No one wants a plague. If we have the freaking plague, then no one's gonna be happy. And because no one's happy, you guys aren't gonna be able to win, okay? You're gonna lose all your faith. You're gonna lose everything you've ever wanted. You do not want a plague, Shadow. You do not want a plague. Alright. There's your vote. We have a gamble. I'm voting for the gamble. We don't need to vote for the gamble, but I'm voting for the gamble. That is what we're doing. I really hope that you guys make the right decision because we do not need a plague. We do not need a plague on our belt, okay? Sky, why couldn't you help my vote? Is there... Don't want a plague? Then you could have voted to quarantine the ship. At least it was a gamble. No. Is anybody else, you know, down to quarantine the ship? Anyone at all? We did not need our defiance lowered. We're all dead. We're all dead, and I hope you guys enjoy this. The dyes and silks are carried to port, much to Scale's satisfaction. The crews are transferred to the town's physician care. Unfortunately, most of the crew perish, and the physician soon comes down with a creeping scourge, and it spreads and spreads, and first along the coast and then along the whole kingdom. Your Majesty, the kingdom's gripped in a full-blown plague. We must shut down the roads and quarantine the worst affected areas. Thousands die, soldiers die, leaving armies undermanned. Farmers die, leaving the crops to rot in the field. On the bright side, the plague kills people that burns itself out. Than 3 months, but it leaves the kingdom in much chaos and devastation. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for screwing up my perfect run. Okay, end the season. I don't care. Yes, you guys, lower authority, you guys are screwed. But, fantastic news. We're ready to move forward. The kingdom is in such a state that commoners are- oh, I skipped someone's- oops. You're really tired. The Ajmedi Empire will do, I think. Covered. You need to have the highest military in 3 seasons, barons. I kind of accidentally skipped it. Yellow people, you need to lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Sorry, I got mad. Gonna keep this. Wandering Bard, invasion, bones for sale. Invasion. Your Holiness, we've been overrun, not by sword or spear, but by hogs. Particularly virulent breed of wild Trinesian hogs, to be precise. They terrorize our farmlands and forests alike, and they attack farmers when they're, feeling particularly brave. The council must do something. Nothing here is good. At all. Nothing here at all is good. Start the vote. Vote for whatever you want. I really have nothing to do here. Nothing helps me. Good luck. She's too rich. I'm broke, okay? I'm broke. Let's see what happens. Since no one wants to gamble. Alright, I lose money. Fine. Invasive species, go! You search far and wide for a suitable predator for the hogs before settling on a species of Kalashi brown bear, which you import in vast numbers. What could go wrong? Yeah, I wonder what could go wrong. Unfortunately, the scheme does little to help. The bears fail to control the already abundant hogs, which continue to propagate. Soon, they eventually settle in an ecological niche and stabilize, thus spreading to other regions. The new balance becomes a heavy cost for the south. Great. Bones. Your Holiness, some accursed grave robbers have dug up my ancestor Saint Umberd. They boiled him down to bones and are selling them for holy relics. The gullible peasants believe each bone brings good fortune and keep away vermin. We must put a stop to this. Guys, I beg of you. Please, you already spread a plague. Please give me one thing. Please give me one thing. You already spread a plague. I understand, but why would you want to lower faith? You guys, why would you want to lower the faith? When I beg of you, please. I beg of you. Foggy, you pain me. You pain me, Foggy. One vote, please. I beg of you. Someone, please. You are... Thank you. You already spread a plague. I needed this. Send the Inquisition to track down the grave robbers. We'll find these vile vermin, and we will make them pay in blood and fire. The High Inquisitor is ruthless in their pursuit, and the grave robbers, if any curio shops have done business with the Saint Bones, she raised them to the ground. Before a week is out, the grave robbers are burned, at the stake in the southern city square. Their ill-gotten gold is confiscated by the treasury. But it's far too late for St. Umber, whose bones have been scattered amongst the gullible and superstitious southerners. Who cares about St. Umber for now? Stop watching on that screen? What do you mean, stop watching on that screen? What screen? God, it feels like Star Wars and Gundam. This is just, it's painful. They should patch that out. You know what? We're gonna go over here. Your Majesty, the traveling bard, she said she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, your highness, but the best bard in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say, about me? Why, of course. In fact, we have the tune and verse all but ready, but I have saved my best work for you, my queen. All I require is a subject. What would you like the masses to know about you? Teach them to... What does... this is authority. I can see this being authority. It's gonna suck. I feel like that's gonna raise defiance and raise authority. Love me would probably raise stability. And lower Defiance? We're just full committing. Will do, your highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks and everyone in the Crown Lands will know of your might. Pray, I might need only a small fee of 500 gold for the time, discounted rate, only for your esteemed self. Pay the money. The bard nods enthusiastically and heads out to do your bidding. The song has the desired effect! I didn't need to pay more money! And everyone is impressed by your regal bearing. Haha! I'm not quadrupling it. I don't want to go broke. Okay, end the season. Perfect. No one can corrupt. And we're good. The Summer Games, Your Heir, Refugee Crisis. Refugee Crisis. The Southern is experiencing a terrible famine, your highness, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring in from the march. And they're looking for food, steady work. They have none. Yeah, we had this happen last time. Veto the super money. Go for it. What would you guys like to do? Everything lowers stability. Like, we're screwed unless we gamble on stability. We're screwed, but at least we aren't going broke. We'll lose money, but not enough to actually cause trouble. Think about it this way. If I lose money, I gain authority, I have max authority, and I have 100% if I have my child. Okay? Just think about it that way. If we go with this one, we lower stability, yes. We lower trade, that doesn't really matter. And this one's just gambling, and that's fun. We're just lowering trade, fine, continue. Close the roads of the south. Closing the roads means sending soldiers out into the countryside to build barricades. This diverts manpower, keeping our order off the south itself. Riots are widespread. Meanwhile, the flow of refugees in the march barely slows. They just abandon the roads and take perilous journey across the hills and forests instead. Tensions heighten between the grandees and barons. Perfect, who cares? Air. Should I die? I ask that we pass down to my... just gonna say child. The assembled nobles break into polite applause. Be the first to congratulate. Hey, we have stability. It's Civial II. Have fun. There's the heir. Fulfill your ambition to win a game. Perfect. Summer Games. The Summer Games have begun. The royal yacht glides into the port at the Lasses. Anxious service lay out red carpet while shooing away seagulls. Ho there, your august majesty. Beautiful day, isn't it? Come with me. Your carriage in the grand arena is waiting. Let's... Can I do this? No, I can't. You'll love it. There's nothing but a little pre-brunch bloodshed. There's thousands of people in the arena, peasants and patricians alike, but you'll have the best view of the house. As you step out and wave, the crowd chants your name. We have 2 different events that we could show you today. Your esteemed highness, which would you prefer to witness, a gladiator fight or a monster battle? Tell me about the gladiator fight. 2 of the most fearsome fighters in the Celeste fight for the title of champion. No rules, no limits, cheating is encouraged, blood and heartbreak guaranteed. Tell me about the monster battle. We've sailed in the furthest oceans and delved in the greatest jungles to bring back the most exotic beasts for our gladiators to fight. 1 human fighter's medal will be tested against the creature of your nightmares. I've made my decision. We're watching gladiators. Excellent choice, your serene highness. Wait a bit on the voting. Yeah, I can wait. I can wait. Bring out the gladiators. Lord Patrician Mega Corporal steps up from the podium, speaking in a bronze tube that projects his voice across the arena. Our first competitor has taken a perilous journey from the Republic of Kurth to be here, so let's give him a warm welcome. An ex-soldier who's been into interesting places, met interesting people, and killed them. He's come here today because the grand prize is a damn sight better than the veteran's pension. Give it up for Rage Fast the Grim. Out of the circle of the sand stomps a massively muscular man, clad from head to toe in bulky armor. He looks like torture under the heat of the sun. It's a dual-wielding pair of flash daggers. That seems like a weird choice for full armor. And his nose is missing, giving him a distinctly skull-like appearance. Scary, isn't he? But Rage Fast is grim. Rage Fast the Grim wants that golden champion title. He'll have to face someone scarier still. Ladies and gentlemen, the crusading holy warrior who claims to have the strength of the 9th god on her side. Since she's come this far, who are we to doubt her? All the way from the south, it's the one, the only Nimblezation lady. For the gladiators to step in the arena, a small woman saunters into view, runs a lap around the arena. The small statue, she swaggers like a born warrior and wears hardly any armor except for the iron helmet and a scarlet plume. A southern warrior, Zacynthia. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't think she'll reach for her goal. I think I will. I think I will, Foggy. She must be confident because instead of a weapon, she's holding just a rope and noose. Bowing her head, she kisses a golden locket that's been hanging around her neck. The two gladiators drum up crowd support. Lord Patrician Mega Corporal turns out to be a gleam of the eye. Half the summer games was gambling. What are the odds? Bookies looking mostly to fight Bookies mostly looking at the fighter's capabilities, but they'll also take opinion of the crowd into account. Bookies favor Rage Fist the Grim. Bet on him and you're only getting your money back plus 20%. Zacynthia is the underdog. A successful bet on her means you'll double your cash. No thanks. I lose wealth? Oh wait, that's wealth. Yeah, I don't want to gamble. Just here to watch the bloody fly, I see. That's perfectly fine. As for me, I feel like taking a risk today, so I'll place a bet on Zacynthia. The fight commences. The crowd roars and stamps and the whole Coliseum shakes. Ragefish the Grim and Zacynthia circle around each other warily, each waiting to cause the other to make the strike first. Doesn't matter who I cheer for anyone. Boring, one of the cowards will spill some blood soon or release a few wyverns into the arena. Spurred on by Lord Patrician Mega Corporal's mockery, Ragefish the Grim and Nimble Zacynthia launch themselves into one another. Ragefish the Grim swims his dagger and Zacynthia ducks under. The two trade blows and becomes apparent that the nimble Zacynthia is failing to properly anticipate Ragefish the Grim's attacks. Strike after strike, the nimble Zacynthia is surprised, forcing her to be defensive. Nimble Zacynthia is totally outclassed, and now that her opponent has reveled in a new technique, after that, it's a dominating performance from Ragefish the Grim, whose daggers is whirling as fast as you can barely keep track of. A shaken nimble Zacynthia is on the defensive, dodging and parrying, but never given a chance to attack. But perhaps Ragefish the Grim is overconfident, or perhaps even the warriors get unlucky sometimes. Either way, Nimble Zacynthia spots an opening. Nimble Zacynthia dodges Ragefish the Grim's next attack and shifts behind him, wrapping the noose around his neck, and she pulls until Ragefish Zacynthia causes struggles. The winner is Zacynthia. I read that so poorly, but I exist. Excellent. Gives me a moment while I collect my winnings. We're in the green. I'm gonna ban the arena. Surely, Your August Majesty. There must be something you misheard. Penn City States ban it would be a slap in the face for the entire coast. I was just joking. Future, perhaps make more tasteful jokes. The summer games continues the last long week. Blah, 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 blah. You're glad you're home. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I need to battle? No, you don't. That's the end. End the season. Auction time. What would you like to spend your money on? You can either raise military, lower trade, lower farming, raise authority, raise stability, or lower authority. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop the march. Just saying that. But, maybe march people, if you want to have a stronger time, if you want them to not continue, definitely raise authority, because then no one can catch up to you. Just saying that now, march people. Just saying that now. If you vote for the authority, the other two teams cannot catch up to you. So it all depends on what you want to do. On A. And yeah, okay. You raised authority and you lowered authority. Congratulations. You did absolutely nothing. My ambition. My ambition. Starry Rain, you said you want to be the greatest queen who ever lived. You're well on track for that aim. Well done, Your Majesty. But shut down your noble scheming for good. We need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Should crush the disloyal nobles, smash their armies and force them to submit. On the other hand, Your Majesty, you can help us spread the word on the 9th. Oh, hell yeah. Give me the faith. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll send word to my priests. It's gone. Everything's frozen. Refresh the stream. Refresh the stream. Definitely refresh the stream. What did I just got something and I need to turn down my phone brightness because it's about to die. But of course you need to be worthy. Your priority has raised your authority and the kingdom's overall faith as much as you can. That works. Propaganda. You're familiar with the general victor of the march. You might have noticed a surge in popularity to support him for recent months. What can they do? The barons are mounting an extensive propaganda campaign claiming you are too weak to defend the kingdom from the Ajmedi menace that only General Victor of the March can stop. So what should I do? You must keep the barons' military in check. Their words ring hollow and the general's armies aren't as strong as they claim. Unfortunately, the general's ceremonies are already becoming quite extravagant, even frenzied, and it'll be hard to stop now. Bring the revelations of the barons wholeheartedly deny the council. I say, right? I say we vote for B, because we don't want them to win, and we'll delay them, and hopefully we can lower their military. But you can also vote A if you really want to. I don't want the stability to drop, because that's a loss for all of us, but if that's what you would like to do, that is what we can do. I personally believe B is a better bet, but that is up to you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. Oh. Highest military. Well, yeah, you have the highest military still. Aren't the only ones opposing the law. Well, stability sucks. Low on lumber. Your Majesty, you'll tell these superstitious barons to keep themselves, to get over themselves and harvest their trees. We need wood for our craftspeople. Told you 1,000 times, Gurandi, that forest is thoroughly haunted. Blah, 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 blah. Your Holiness, the barons can't allow to wiggle out of their commitments. Okay. You guys can be really kind to me here, but I don't think you're gonna be kind to me here. So I'll permit the gambling, although you could also be very kind, and this is still a form of gambling, but have fun. Have fun. And you know, guys, we would have had great trade. We really would have had great trade if you guys didn't unleash a plague within the kingdom just because you thought it would be fun. Just because you really thought that would be a funny option. Just, you know, whatever. Whatever. Continue. 30% gamble. This is probably a loss. Guys, we gambled! With the council's express permission, hundreds of southern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and gleefully cut it down. A legion of carts, wagons, boats, transports of lumber back to the south, and the barons receive a small commission for their troubles. What were they so afraid of anyway? I wonder as well. And that's the end of the day. Meanwhile, in the south, Shadow has his close associates in the manor house for some cheese and treason. The council demanded a shakeup, but the queen resists all calls to replace her advisors. A great shame, little we can do to the queen's position. So powerful, the Grandy's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Across the kingdom, commoners and nobles alike are now turning the general victor who promises to rescue them from the queen's weak rule. There are daily parades in general's honor and a cult of personally assigned to form. Yeah, too bad we couldn't, you know, delay their thing by 1 season, guys. You know, whatever. In the Grand Hall, Baroness Miriam's castle, a number of figures hunched around a hearth plodding away. Soon, the people will beg us to dispose of the pathetic queen. The general is in its place. Time for the final blow. What's your plan? Barons, would you like to raise others' defiance? Or lower authority? Guys, I know. Enact a swift and brutal palace coup. Surely, barons. Surely that sounds like... surely that sounds like a great thing to do. There's no way. There's no way. Brutal and effective. I believe the general will be happy with that. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Not just yet. The queen's grip on the kingdom is loosening, but we must be weak enough to allow the general inside the palace. For now, our stage is to 5 or less. You guys are broke anyway. Sainthood! Come on! Your Majesty, I've received messages from the priests beyond the capital. They've been working hard to promote your power every sermon, as they should. 90%! Yippee! Check 1! Your command of the kingdom is masterful, Your Majesty. The nobles are in no position to push back against you. True sainthood begins. Thank your priests for me. They don't need to thank. More than ever, they serve the crown and the 9th as one. Shall I write the priest directly? Wait for a miracle. After a few weeks, Lord Patrician Artistic arrives excitingly. Marvelous, Your Serene Highness. Excellent news from the coast. The 9th white cats were seen close to the patrician's villa, and a group of mercenaries followed them along the coast. There they found an ancient forgotten church carved into the cliffside. The wildcats vanished, leaving only a handful of fur, not to mention the coastal crops suddenly flourished. Besides, you recall how the 9th blessed the southern with holy waters, and that Pleasant reported a vision of you being blessed by the 9th? When the queen's rule is holy, the 9th god rewards, and everyone agrees the signs are here. Does that mean it's time? I believe it is, Your Majesty. We'll make preparations for the ceremony at St. Bernard's Cathedral. Look forward to you there. That evening, your husband comes to see you. I hope the nobles don't push back on this. They always seem to have something to say. The Archbishop better not have deals above his station. Oh, that was probably not the thing to say to my husband. Suspect it's too late for that, Zivial. Before you know it, the time has come. It's a glorious sunny day at the capital, and layers upon layers of ceremonial robes are rather hot. You stand before the Archbishop at St. Bernard's Cathedral, front of the gathered nobles. Merclar stands beside you, his hand in yours. Off to the side, Civial II watches excitedly. They occasionally try to dash into the crown, but their governess retrieves them each time. Before we gather the power of the 9th, which is the holy influence of Queen Civial. There follows a long sermon. Stand and smile respectfully. Holy faith! See, Foggy, you got that faith to raise in the end! But eventually, it's time for your blessing. A blanket of silence falls over the cathedral. You step forward, the Archbishop sprinkles holy water upon your brow. Perhaps you feel something. A warm glow, the 9th is watching. The power of the 9th bathes you in holy light. The nobles can never stand against you now. Rise once more, Queen Civial. Saint Civial. Sainthood is here! Here I am! Hooray! Well, of course. In all your awe and enthusiasm, Your Majesty, applause rise in the cathedral, echoing over huge rafters. Surrounded by her red-robed devotees, the High Inquisitor is watching closely. After a moment, she applauds the rest. At the next council session, the nobles arrive to find a cluster of Inquisitors who have joined your honor guard. What are they doing here? Since when has the Inquisition had a place in the council? By the 9th, hush, do you want to be tried for heresy? Sainthood hasn't changed me, I promise. Actually, the power of the 9th god courses through my veins. Nobles fall silent, terrified. Maybe sainthood doesn't work like that, but what does it matter? Over the course of the day, the boldest nobles are quick to vote down with the crown. So easy, relaxing, efficient. You find early in the first time in months. With the church at your back, you're licensed to do what you please, as long as you keep on the 9th god good side, of course. A long, glorious, venerated reign waits for Saint Civiel. Thank you guys, that was really easy. Even unleashing a plague was not enough to stop me, hee hee. Just saying, words that aren't there. I don't care. I don't care. I want GG's. The Grandy's attempt to replace the Queen's advisors never panned out. One night, Grandy's shadow awoke to find a smiling spy master holding a knife to his throat and kindly asked him to desist. The patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain a throne and lost money in the process. A bad investment. The barons withdrew support, and a wave of popular momentum behind a general victor petered out. He's soon just another bitter old soldier ranting that he could have been the king. Praise be, under Saint Civiel's reign, the church was all-powerful. The only thing warmer than the hearts of the believers were the heretics burned alive. The queen died peacefully after another 15 years of devout rule. Legend says an angel appeared out of her bedside to bear her to the thereafter. Only lasted 15 years? Boo. That was a quick game. Alright, well, that brings us to the end of today. There was the 2 promised games. Let me go over to just chatting really quick. Alright, and let me... Oh! Can I... Hello? Why is it not... Okay. There we go. Okay, I don't know why that wasn't working for a second. My commands were not commanding. Okay. Hey, we won. Only won because you didn't have the court. Okay. Okay. The counts. Okay, that's your no, you were very helpful, Foggy. You were very helpful. Time for game 3. We do not have time for game 3. The courts were with me. The courts were with me. Luck was with me. That's why you gamble, guys. Because if you gamble and it pays off, it's great. Like, if that 30% gamble did not pay out, I would not have won that at all. Let's go until midnight EST. Let's not go till midnight EST. The fact that that's only 2 games is kind of scary. It's 1 a.m. The scales, go to bed. Please, get some sleep. Thank you for sticking around so long as well, by the way. And... Yeah, I think Tyrannical Civiel came back. I was not tyrannical. I had a lot of authority. I was blessed by the 9th, you know. I hate that I had to win with something I won with before, though. I would have gladly done, like, authority and trade, but trade sucked, so I was not taking a losing battle. I just wanted to win. But anyway, that's all that is from me. Tomorrow we have an early stream, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We are playing Splatoon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're playing Splatoon. We'll be playing Splatoon. That's what's going on. It'll probably be another shorter 2-hour stream. We'll see. So if anyone wants to play some Splatoon tomorrow, let me know. So it's 3 a.m. Nitro, go to bed. You've been awake for so long. You need to sleep, Nitro. But thank you all for coming to today's stream. If it is late for you, if it is past the hours of midnight, if it is between midnight and 8 a.m., go to sleep, please. If you have not slept tonight, go to sleep, please. Or this morning, I guess. It depends. Be time zone be with you. That's just, yeah. And, hi. Turn off the extension. Oh, yeah, thank you. Deactivate. Alright, no more extension. Thank you guys for coming to today's stream, and yeah, I think that's it for today. I thought King of the Castle today went well, so we'll probably do it again in the future, probably within like a month or so. And yeah. Thank you for coming today, and please give whoever we raid our best. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you next time.